Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets had their home opener last night against the New Jersey Devils. Unfortunately, the Jackets lost 3-2. The CBJ will host the Colorado Avalanche this Thursday. Coverage starts at 6:30 here on The Fan. We had a Monday night doubleheader last night. The first game featured the Bills going down to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Atlanta upset Buffalo by a final score of 24-14. And the second matchup consisted of the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Chicago was able to go into D.C. as a 5.5-point underdog and come away with a 25-24 victory. This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy lower rates than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with the Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Stop this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis, pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Oh, yeah, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. Good morning, go to hell. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Hello, Tyvis.
Hello. We got a stream today.
Yeah, we're on YouTube again. Yesterday, no YouTube stream. Today, YouTube stream back. So you can jump in there, go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Dylan is here this morning. Hello, Dylan.
Good morning. They fixed the YouTube stream at about 8:55 yesterday.
Yeah, that's okay.
And they're like, do you want us to start it? I said, no. What's the point?
Right. Yeah, for like a minute. No, we had issues yesterday where they literally explained it to me after the show as the entire camera operation that we have, because there's multiple cameras, it switches. If you've never watched our YouTube stream, it's actually really cool because it automatically switches to whoever's talking, and all that broke apparently. So they had to refix everything and re-engineer the back end stuff that makes this all happen. Anyway, who cares? Point is, it's back today and it's working. Tyvis is sitting in his tiny chair, so that's fun because you're low to the ground.
I like to have my feet on the floor.
I understand that.
He
do
stays
too.
grounded.
Yeah, that's right. If there's any electricity coming through here, you will be
I
grounded.
need to
That's
start
good.
walking barefoot.
Oh, God. So you can touch you can actually have the grass, that grounding stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I be seeing
good.
people do that. They be walking there around the neighborhood with no shoes and socks on.
Good for them.
Yeah, people definitely have been taking that too serious recently.
Yeah, I understand the idea that if we wear shoes all the time, we didn't become humans by wearing shoes. Like maybe your feet would do better long term, but also we didn't walk on pavement and sidewalks when man was first coming to be. So I don't know.
Grass,
I'm just
Grass
saying
and
maybe if we all lived on grass and dirt and ate grubs, then yeah, I think that would probably be where I'd live.
And
but
then you walk in the house and just track it all over your floors.
they didn't have hokas back when the man was emerging from the primordial ooze.
And for the people, who aren't biblical, we were just naked before that woman decided to eat that apple,
Oh yeah.
Are we going to go back to that?
We could. We could do that. I also, I gotta tell you,
a nudist colony for that. That's what you into.
Tyvis, let's go. Let's do a show. We've got nobody at the station's done a show at a nudist colony. Let's go. Let's make it happen. We'll be the first ones. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
this is called bonding. We'll be a very bonded morning show together. Nothing will be. Come on. You were in locker rooms. You've seen stuff. It's fine. There's nothing to see on me. I'll tell you that.
I didn't
you won't see it. You won't see anything on me.
I didn't see anything.
It's nothing
I was focused on what I had going on.
But you can't help it. Sometimes you're just walking around and oh, hey, good morning. Whoa.
In the locker room or in the bathroom is where you make the most eye contact. It's all eye contact.
Hugh Freeze doesn't.
You need length and girth.
Yeah, thank you. So lots to get to today. We have plenty of audio to play for you. We are going to talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre, Jackets analyst, former Jackets player, at 7:17. We will also be talking to Cardale Jones coming up at 8:30. Little Buckeye discussion with him. Also, maybe we'll talk about his new job where he is an ambassador for the Columbus Aviators. Is he going to get you to go play for them, Tyvis?
Never.
Why not? He's helping out. Maybe he can get you a spot. Get you a preferred tryout.
You know, I talked to him about that, and he was talking about he was going to be like Semi-Pro, the movie Semi-Pro.
Oh, like Will Ferrell.
He was going to be like Jackie Moon.
Yes.
He was going to own it and play.
I like that. That's perfect.
See,
If only he wears the wig and the shorts from that. I want to see him in the, what was the something Tropics? Wasn't that the name of the team?
Flint Tropics.
Yeah,
the
that's
Flint
it.
Tropics. Yeah, that's right. I need him wearing that outfit. That'd be perfect.
By the way, Will Ferrell, same character in every movie. After I saw it for like the third or fourth time, not funny anymore. Very overrated, Will Ferrell.
Wow. I have. You're not the first person I've heard say that, and I understand the sentiment, but also there are people in movies who I just find to be funny because yes, I know he's playing that same character, but I like that character. It makes me laugh. Another one is Michael Cera. Have you ever seen him? Michael Cera is the guy who always looks like terrified and everything.
He's in like Juno and
a billion. Well, he was in Arrested Development is what I started watching.
Right.
But like, he basically is that guy in every movie he's in. And I like that. I think he's funny. But I get it if people are like, it's one note. That's fine.
Actually,
There's no Jim Carrey.
There's a movie that Will Ferrell's in that every time I bring it up, no one knows about it. It's called Stranger Than Fiction. It's the only movie that he's not like his character.
He's like serious, right?
Yeah, it's a serious role. It's not a comedy. Well, you know, it has hints of comedy in it, but that's not the basis of the movie. Probably his favorite role that he does.
Really?
But no one knows this movie.
Oh, see, I didn't know about that movie. There you go. I gotta go check it out. I have to go watch it. Tyvis, you watch a lot of Will Ferrell movies?
You know, he's one of those guys that I have seen a lot of Will Ferrell movies. A lot of people think he's like the GOAT. You know, as a matter of fact, I had this conversation a couple months ago. We were talking about who's the funniest white comedian.
Okay.
And people would
This
say,
is a good conversation.
Yes, people would. This is what we do in the urban community.
I got news for you. There's people in the white community who do that too. They just don't talk about anybody else. They just focused on that.
The top 3 nominees was Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, and mine was Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey should definitely be on
That's
that list.
what I thought. I
Of
said,
course.
I said Jim Carrey should run away with it because he's hilarious in all of his movies.
Yeah.
And people, the pushback was, I'm more of a Will Ferrell guy. And I'm just like, Will Ferrell had moments, like he had a couple, but like consistently, I can watch a Will Ferrell movie and not laugh.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can't watch a Jim Carrey movie and not laugh.
You have to have
Even
a
Adam
certain level
Sandler.
of. Oh, I'm saying there's plenty of Adam Sandler movies that I've watched. Those ones that he's done for Netflix, where it's like he's just got to do 50 of them.
Yeah,
and some of them are good, and some of them it's like, I got it. This took you 2 weeks to shoot.
Correct.
You got all your buddies paid, and nobody cared about making this funny. That's fine. I get it. But like, for me, Jim Carrey, like if you can't watch Dumb and Dumber and like just laugh your ass off at that movie. I mean, that's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Jim Carrey's funniest movie, I Will Die on This Hill.
Okay.
Was Me, Myself, and Irene.
Oh, that is
I don't care
stuff.
what nobody say.
I'm a Liar Liar fan.
I love Liar Liar, but Me, Myself, and Irene is wild.
Liar Liar is great. Me, Myself, and Irene, where he walks up, where the woman like hops in line in front of him and she brings like 8 carts of groceries and he hops on. Price check.
That's his hill.
Yeah, right. That's just he's great. How can you hate Jim Carrey? He's fantastic.
No, my favorite part about Liar Liar is when the kid makes the wish that he can't lie, and then obviously it comes true. That's the whole premise of the movie if you haven't seen it. And that wish comes to fruition while he's in bed with a woman. So when he wakes up in the morning, the first thing he sets to do, and she says, "How was it for you?" And he says, "I had better." Oh my goodness, that sends me every time. Every time.
Well, even that movie's great because that was the time in Hollywood when they were making these movies, and every comedy had to have the outtakes at the end. I don't know who started that trend. It may have been Liar Liar for all I know, but they have like a sizzle reel at the end of all their outtakes and goofy stuff where they messed up or whatever. And there's one part where they're in the courtroom scene and the lawyer that's going up against him, they're arguing back and forth. And she is, he's like, "You Jezebel." And then she yells at him, "Overactor." And it totally breaks him. And he busts up laughing. I'm like, could you imagine how good that would feel to know that like, oh yeah, I made Jim Carrey laugh. Like Jim Carrey is famous for making everybody else laugh, but I got him. I broke him up.
I thought about that like as actors, like for some of the funniest movies, a lot of the times it's improvised, so it's not in the script.
Yeah.
I could not do it. Like, if I was an actor and somebody went off script and said something hilarious, I don't think I could recover.
No, but that's the first time. No, you have to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they always go laugh. But even if they said it again, I'd still probably laugh. Like, I don't know if I could get through the scene.
I bet you could after a while, because it's like the first 3 or 4 times where the line is so funny and you're like, all right, now we've been here for an hour and a half. Everyone wants to go to lunch. Just keep your mouth shut and let's get this line out and let's go. But yeah, I've heard actors talk about how they don't want to screw it up for, they're in these movies with great comedians. They're like, I had to pinch myself to keep myself from laughing, or I had to duck behind something.
Yeah, that's it.
Because they don't want to ruin the take. They don't want to ruin this is gold, and then you're just in the background messing it up. So yeah, that's pressure. Nothing like playing the NFL. I mean, that's real pressure there. Trying to keep it together when Steve
Carell. Your composure.
Yeah. Did Steve Carell make the list of funniest white dudes?
He did not make the list. See, I think he's got a couple of really good ones.
His turn is Brick in Anchorman. I mean, some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty's great.
A 40-year-old version type guy.
Great in that.
The Office, obviously.
Yeah, he kind of was good in The Office. And he plays a similar character, but he does have variants to each of his roles. And then he goes and plays. Did you see that wrestler movie he did? I think it was called Foxcatcher. That movie is horrifying.
Was it a serious role?
Yeah, he plays a villain. And it's a real life story of a guy who was horribly abusive to these wrestlers. He was obsessed with Greco-Roman Olympic style wrestling. And he paid all this money. And these dudes got really messed up by what was going on with this dude. But he
was the dude.
He played the evil guy. So it's Steve Carell playing one of the most horrific people you could ever run into.
I'm showing his versatility.
He's also The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus.
Right?
I've never watched that.
Starts with the politics and the nastiness that goes behind broadcasting and being on a morning show. We know nothing about that.
Nothing what? Never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about. Jackets last night, home opener. It was not what we were looking for. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday. Well, if you're heading out the door and maybe live in a spot like Marysville, do be mindful. We are noticing some foggy conditions out on your roads, looking at a mile of visibility when it comes to your commute. So want to make sure you're taking it nice and easy, using those low beams. Right now, we can see that the roads are still looking pretty open. No issues out there, and your drive times on 33 eastbound and 33 westbound looking pretty average. Again, no complaints to talk about for your Tuesday morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Carpenter here. Are you feeling low energy, trouble focusing, less interest in the things you used to enjoy? How about this? Less strength. It could be low testosterone. Affinity Whole Health is offering free labs to check your testosterone levels. These labs, they're normally $99, but in the month of October, they are free. Sign up now at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Learn why I and thousands of other men trust the experts at Affinity Whole Health. Go to feelgreatcolumbus.com and feel like yourself again.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Save big money at Menards and stock up on your favorite Procter & Gamble products. We carry quality products from brands you can trust, like Dawn, Tide, Bounty, and more. Right now, get a $10 instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $40 or more on Procter & Gamble products. Now through October 19th, head to Menards to get a great deal on qualifying Procter & Gamble products. Plus, view the weekly flyer for other great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000. 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
It's Thursday Night Football on the Fan. Catch the Bengals and Steelers live from the Queen City. Fan coverage starts Thursday at 8.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, expect skies to be partly cloudy with wake-up temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. Yet again, plenty of sunshine this afternoon and highs getting into the mid-70s. Then we get mostly cleared tonight with our lows in the upper 40s to low 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We're running around shirtless because hockey is back. It's Blue Jackets week. Proud to be your flagship home for Jackets hockey. The Fan. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Somehow we got on the topic of funniest white comedians. I didn't know that was going to be a topic today, but you can bring that to us there or on YouTube. Go to YouTube chat, 971 The Fan.
It's simple.
On YouTube.
It's Jim Carrey.
T-Bone and Tyvis. Now, you're bringing up like actors. These are like comedic actors who are also famous for their movie roles. But
yes, we were talking
you
movie
weren't doing
stars.
just straight up stand up comedians because that opens it up a lot. There's a lot of other stand up comedians. Where's Jerry Seinfeld's comedian, the comedic actor? Do you find him to be funny?
He's funny. Jerry Seinfeld is
He's
funny.
all right. He's not my cup of tea.
Speaking of white comedians / actors, I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler's going to be here. I thought it was this week. Tomorrow.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
think
know
so.
that.
I'm almost positive.
You doing a stand-up?
Yeah, Nationwide.
Oh, I didn't know he was still doing that.
Oh, he's not playing Funny Bone? I'm shocked. He's a little bigger than the Funny Bone, I think. Yeah, which is a good spot.
I didn't know he was still doing stand-up.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? That man prints money when he goes on the road.
I saw him last time he came here, which would have been like 2 or 3 years ago.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, but I don't know. The show is very him. Like there's times that he's like doing stand up and he's like, you know what? I feel like playing my guitar and playing a stupid song that I wrote for the next 5 minutes now.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be of a certain age to get guys like him because if you came up in the time when he was on SNL doing Opera Man and all that stuff, then anything he does, you're like, oh, I'm in. I get it. I love it. But if like when I show Adam Sandler to my kids, they're like, okay, why is this guy like one of the richest comedians on planet Earth? And it's like, you had to be there. He's kind of a you had to be there guy. And you had to experience the movies, obviously, are a different thing, but his actual stand-up is very different than what most people, I think, expect from like a stand-up comedian typically.
So what you're saying is he's the Mo Bamba of comedians. You just had to be there in the moment when it got big.
Had to be there.
To appreciate it.
By the way, I forgot to mention that. I was watching the Illinois game, and you were there. You heard it because you went out to Champaign.
I forgot.
Champaign Urbana, but I heard it on the broadcast, and I said, oh, there it is. Okay.
Start of the fourth quarter.
But I could, if I didn't know what that was, I never would have picked it up. I just heard like a, like I just heard the hum of that song, and I was like, oh, that's what that is. But you can't say any of the words. And I heard it, and I was like, oh, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hype the crowd.
So right before that, and you probably didn't hear it on the broadcast, they played their real song that they played before the fourth quarter to get the crowd pumped is Shout.
Oh, really?
Makes me wanna shout.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, this is an interesting song choice. It's probably still better than Camp.
I was just going to say, yes.
That's messed up.
It is better than
Ohio.
Camp. No.
Treats me well.
That's not going to, that song is dead. They're going to play it the rest of the year, and then they will never play that song again. I promise you.
Ohio.
They have to know that song is just dead in the water.
No, the Buckeyes are winning right now. Everybody's locking arms.
Yeah, that's why.
It's a whole kumbaya moment.
That was going to be my next question. If they go back to back, you can't go changing stuff.
No. Yes, you can.
They
just won the championship, and they changed everything. They can change again.
Is Hang On Sloopy still being
change,
played?
And you can change. Yes, Hang On Sloopy's being
played. But not at the start of the fourth quarter.
No.
Oh, I meant to ask you a question about the band. Were they not there? I thought they went to every game. I didn't see them.
They don't. I don't think.
I thought they traveled to every game.
Unless things have changed, I don't think they traveled to every game. At least when my wife was there, they didn't travel to every game.
I made the drive. It was 4.5 hours away. I don't understand why they couldn't.
I think they pick. Well, for one, they're going to Michigan. I'm guessing. Right? They're definitely going to be at Michigan. So, I think they have a limited number. If you're a band member, former or current, please let us know. YouTube chat 971 The Fan or on Twitter. I'm pretty sure they have a limited number they go to. So if there's an away game for Michigan, that's a built-in one you have to go to. I don't know if they go to every, you know what I mean? Like they might only go to 2 or 3 as opposed to all the away games. But you're right, that one's drivable.
Yeah, I was unaware.
Yeah. Jackets lose the home opener 3-2. It was really 2-1 for most of the game. Then there was an empty netter and a 6-on-5 that the Jackets scored to keep it a 1-goal game. But yeah, that was a weird night because Jackets had a 4-minute power play early in that game and didn't convert, and I thought, that's not great. Like this is the start of the season at home, all the fans are like juiced, ready for you to go, and you have a 4-minute power play and you can't convert on that. Now, it's not the end of the world, but I thought that seems problematic. They got another power play in that first period. They had 6 minutes of power play, essentially, no goals out of that, and I was a little frustrated. Then the Devils get a goal on their power play. They scored on both their power plays.
1 second left.
Yeah, that's
of the power play. Literally 1 second.
Special teams. You got it right. I mean, what was the dude on what was his name? The video game guy? Special teams, special players, right? You got to do your thing.
What video game guy?
You guys don't know about what's his name? It's not.
No, we don't know.
You don't know
what's his
special
name
teams,
is.
special players. This is your generation. I'm old. How do I know it and you don't? The guy who would play like video games, the streamer dude. He wears glasses. He's got a buzzed haircut. How did you guys not know
that?
That
literally describes every streamer right now. What are you talking about? Ninja?
It's not Ninja. The guy went like Sketch. Yes.
I've never seen this dude in my life.
Who is Sketch?
Oh my God!
I had to use the Google machine.
I got this.
Sketch was Mo Bamba before there was a Mo Bamba.
I've seen this. I've seen him
special
before.
Teams, special players.
Yeah,
that's an NFL thing, but I'm bringing it to the NHL. That's what he's doing.
I've never seen. Well, yes,
you
I
know
have.
what?
Yeah. Sketch is huge.
For someone who just crapped all over Ohio State's special teams yesterday, I feel like you're being very modest. I think you're rubbing off on me. I'm already pissed off at this Blue Jackets team.
You should be.
I really am.
Wow. Wow. They lost 2 games.
I got distracted by Sketch. I am pissed off about this team. They're 1-9 on the power play. And if it was like, oh, yeah, well, the last 5 years, they've been a top 10 power play organization. So this is a little bit of an anomaly, that I wouldn't be so frustrated. But it's the fact that it feels like for a decade or more, they've been bottom 5 in power play over most of the last decade. And yet again, this has been different coaches, different players, everything but the owner has changed essentially with the Jackets. Even the owner has changed because now the younger son is going to come in and take over. But the point is, nothing has changed with the power play. And I don't know how to fix it. It's early. But I hope we're not in for another year where every time they go on the power play, it's just a waste. And they might as well just go ahead and say, never mind, we'd rather be even strength because we're better even strength than we are on the power play.
Here is why I think you're especially rubbing off on me, because you're one of your main quotes for me, carrying water. You love saying that. Reporters that carry water for teams, you don't like them.
They do.
And you know
I hate
what?
it.
All this time that you said that, I was like, Bone is dramatic, okay? He's exaggerating. But I listened to the post game yesterday, and it's, oh, man, you guys are just playing hot goalies right now, huh? Aren't you, Dean? Or, man, you guys played really good on the 5-on-5. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Was that Brian? Was it Brian Hedger just doing an exclusive? Because that's Brian Hedger's specialty. Is just everybody's. Yeah, you just ran 3 hot goaltenders in a row. What are you going to do?
You guys play good when it's not the power play or a penalty kill. That's got to feel good, doesn't it, Dean? Why are you asking these types of questions? Like, hey, you guys are playing really good. Don't worry about it.
I don't understand.
It's okay. It's
I don't understand.
New Jersey. So the first game they lost to Nashville, bad team.
Bad team.
This team, probably a team you're going to have to compete with for one of those wild card spots if we're being realistic.
Yeah.
Need it. I don't want to hear, oh, you guys dominated the first period. You just couldn't get one to go in.
I
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
All of Twitter was doing that last night where they're like, they're dominating this first period. It's like, I don't care how many shots. You know what they are? This is the Jackets offense. When they do, I'm not saying this is going to be this way all year. Okay. I'm saying in the past, when the Jackets have peppered the net with shots on power plays, it's a lot like when you watch a quarterback, Tyvis, and you'll go at the end of the game and say, oh, this guy was, 21 of 27 and like completion percentage pretty good. And people would go, oh, man, this guy must be a pretty good quarterback. And then you go and look at the numbers and he threw for $112 because all he did was check down the entire game.
That's boring.
So he completed all the passes, but he didn't actually do anything dangerous or effective. And sometimes I feel like the Jackets power play is that, where it's like, took a lot of shots. And it's like, yes, but you took obvious, easy shots for the goaltender. You took it into traffic where 9 guys were there. It was never getting through. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, they had a lot of shots. Yes, but were they effective? I also don't want them passing it around and waiting for the perfect shot. But yes, that is where my frustration is with this power play. In years past, I hope that's not this year, but early returns are not great.
You two are ridiculous. You know that?
They are an overrated band, in my opinion, but I'm glad you know about them. That's good.
You two, how many games in the regular season? 84?
Not yet. 82 right now.
82? It's 82 now.
We on 3?
We're on.
And y'all ready to just cancel?
We're on 20.
Y'all throwing y'all in the air.
We're on 25 years of nothing. That's what we're on. We're on 25 years, buddy. That's what we're on.
This is game 3.
Yeah, of year 25. Of year 25.
Of 82.
Of ineptitude.
I'm sorry.
Listen, you two, y'all wouldn't have made it professionally. I'm going to tell you that now because y'all ready to cancel. Y'all ready to blow the whole thing up.
Does game 1 and game 3 count any less towards the standings than game 82?
That's right.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
That's wrong.
That's not how math works.
Okay. Listen.
Y'all is ridiculous. Yesterday it was the Buckeyes. Today it's the Blue Jackets.
Okay, here's the difference. Here's the difference to me. I wasn't on him with that. The Blue Jackets don't deserve the benefit of the doubt that the Buckeyes get, okay? They're not in the same atmosphere.
All I know is special teams, special players.
Will you snap with that?
By the way, if you want to watch the Jackets special team, when we come back 2 minutes away, I have tickets to go watch 25th anniversary celebration is Saturday at the arena. There are going to be a bunch of alumni there. I believe Cam Atkinson is also getting honored at this game. That is against the Lightning. I have a pair of tickets for you when we come back in 2 minutes. Stick around. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still noticing some patches of fog for folks who live in Delaware County and even way out east in Etna this morning. Etna looking at half a mile visibility. Delaware County looking at 2.5 miles. So want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy on the roads as you step out the door. Of course, use those low beams, drive safe, and be extra patient on the road this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I used to have a beautiful jump shot, but then I broke my wrist and lost my range of motion. But with QC Kinetics, I got my jump shot back. Hey, it's Tyvis Powell. People just like you are finding lasting relief without steroids, medication, or surgery. You'll see their best orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Ray Tesner. Here's how it works. Your blood contains tiny healing tools. At QC Kinetics, Dr. Tesner and his team get to the root of where your pain stems from. By putting these natural elements to work, your body can revitalize your joints, literally using your own power to heal. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. If your back, knees, or shoulders are keeping you from enjoying life, explore all your options before you agree to more pills or surgery. Call QC Kinetics today and schedule a free consultation with Dr. Tesner and his team. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Just want you to know that if I play goalie, nobody would ever beat me glove side. You gotta play more video games. Your hand-eye coordination gotta be quick.
In the break, Tyvis is sitting here saying, because I said they got to do better for Jet Greaves.
Beat him gloves
Jet Greaves
twice.
He had 2 goals against him last night. What do you have in Nashville? 2 goals against under 3 in general. It's pretty good in the NHL.
Dylan.
You can win with that unless you score 1 goal each time your goalie gives up 2.
I didn't know that if the goalie was okay to allow people to score. I didn't know that was okay.
I'm saying he's supposed to go out there and have a shutout every game. That's not the way the NHL is.
I just told him this.
That's the job, ain't it?
No.
If that's the case, pull him from net. Let's just go out there. Both teams should pull their goalies from net, and let's just go offense and see what happens.
No, here's what I don't like about this Jackets team. When Elvis is back there, they're like, oh, crap, it's Elvis. We got to score 20 goals. And then they go out and score 7. But then when Jet's back there, they're like, oh, Jet's got our back. We're good. He's not going to give up too many goals. And he doesn't. He gives up 2. And they're like, just screwing around all night. And they score 1. When it matters. They scored a second one after it was 3-1 from the empty netter. But the point is, that's not enough for Jet Greaves. He's not getting enough from this team.
They beat him glove side twice.
I don't care if they beat him 5-hole. What does it matter? It's only 2 goals he gave up. That's good.
I just feel
take that.
I feel like when you play goalie, I could be completely wrong. But if somebody goes glove side on you, or if somebody tries to go gloves, it's like disrespectful.
Jet's glove is supposed to be his strong suit.
My point exactly. And what did they shoot? Glove side.
Okay, fine. But they're testing his glove side.
Disrespect.
I think we could easily set up a bit where we get Tyvis over there in Nationwide Arena.
Wait. Already did it. Tyvis tries hockey against Ohio State. They tried to go glove side. You know what happened? Caught it every time. Stop playing with me.
Go up against an NHL
Stop playing with me.
I don't know if
the only way they beat me was 5-hole. I ain't doing splits. It's just not happening.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Name the Jackets goal scorer who scored the first goal last night. 614-821-9710.
Oh, I thought you was asking me. I was going to say, I know that.
The winner, the first one who gets that right, gets a pair of tickets to see the Jackets taking on the Lightning Saturday at Nationwide. Of course, you can get your tickets at bluejackets.com. All right, Tyvis. Monday Night Football last night. Let's change gears. There were two games because we're still doing that. I
don't understand it.
I guess the answer is Disney, who owns ESPN and ABC, says, well, if we have two NFL games, then that'll actually be something that we can do, and we'll be able to, I don't know, we can make a better rating for that, I guess. I'm not sure. So, because they get both the ratings, so they get all the money from that, but they paid a lot of money for it. I don't understand how it works. Here's what I know. There were two games last night. One of them was the Falcons. They beat the Bills 24-14. Falcons were almost leading this game 28-7 at halftime.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
They were up 21-7, and then what's his name? Drake London stepped out. He was like running towards the end zone, and he got forced out. It looked like he hit the pylon, but then his foot was out of bounds.
Somebody tweeted that if this was the Chiefs, they would have gave it to him.
They tried. The refs called it they had two separate times where they called like a catch good for the Falcons, and his foot was clearly out of bounds. And then they had that one where they also, I think, called that a touchdown initially and then took it back off the board. But
I was not expecting the Bills to lose like this. Maybe I'm naive.
It was interesting.
They was getting after Josh last night. Josh throwing picks. He was getting sacked. I was like, yeah, it was. Yeah, shout out to the Falcons, man. Because the first game of the season, I said I don't know about Michael Penix.
Hey,
I thought he struggled, and now he seems like he got the chemistry. Bijan had a monster game.
Yeah, he was great. He
goodness.
continues to be a monster for them. But yeah, Falcons offense in the second half couldn't do much, but neither could the Bills offense. So
they couldn't do anything.
Falcons defense was really good. But yeah, that was. I don't know if it was as shocking as you're talking about, because I'm with you. If I would have just looked at this straight up, I would have said, "Oh yeah, Bills are probably winning this game."
Yeah.
But then I saw a lot of noise yesterday from gamblers and other people who were like, "Oh, the Falcons, they have decided." Like there were people breaking this down a little bit more who were very much saying the Falcons are the play here, and I didn't understand that, but watching it now, I see it.
Dylan, you know what the spread was going in this?
For the Falcons.
Yeah.
I just got off the phone. Sorry. 5.5. I bet both dogs last night. So
Falcons were getting 5.5 at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which is why you bet that. Right, of course.
So, no, the other game was 5.5. Chicago and
Commanders.
This one went down to like 3.5.
Wait, who was getting 5.5?
Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, the dogs
Even
won last night.
Terry and Noah out, they was getting 5.5.
Didn't matter.
And Debo was questionable, but he ended up playing.
That Atlanta line was so disgusting that I had to bet it.
What was it?
3.5. I feel like everyone, Buffalo.
That's not crazy.
Touchdown, easily Buffalo. That's what all the squares were thinking.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I looked at this honestly and thought, I don't trust the Bears at all to go to that game. I didn't trust them on the road, but they've now won 2 games back-to-back by a point by the same score. The NFL, I think, said that's the first time that's ever happened, because they won 25-24 2 weeks ago, or last week, and then this week they win by the same score, beating the Commanders on a last-second field goal, which...
You respect them now?
No, I don't know that I respect them, but it was a good win. It was a nice win for the Bears to go on the road.
So you're not hopping on the Bears train just yet?
No, I'm not, because they gave away that lead. The Commanders started to look like the Commanders later in that game.
I don't know. The Bears, I'm looking at their next couple of games. They can rake off. They can rake off.
I mean, you said it. Who do they play the next 3 games?
Their next 3 games should be wins for them.
Who do they play?
The Saints this week. Next week, they play the Ravens.
Okay, bad.
And then they play Cincinnati after that.
Hey, you're right. They could get a couple right there. But this feels like a Caleb Williams spot where you're like, oh, they could turn a corner, and then he has like a horrific game.
Then they play the Giants after that. You know what?
I'm not buying in. By the way, we need to talk about something that happened in this Commanders-Bears game, because you are Mr. Dome. You won every game in a controlled environment, no weather.
For sure.
No nothing.
Yes.
Amen.
And what happened in this game? What happened?
What?
Late in this game, Commanders are moving the ball, and you get a snap to Jaden Daniels. It's pouring rain, hits his hands. He doesn't fully grasp it, tries to flip and give it as a handoff, but he doesn't have a handle on it.
Fumbles it.
Ball is fumbled.
You like that?
Bears get it. Yes.
Are you insane?
It's football. That's how football is played. It's in the weather. There are mistakes you got to overcome. And guess what? It's not like they turned the rain off when the Bears got the ball, but the Bears went out and executed in the weather. So I give them credit for that. That was nice for them.
This is the thing. Okay, a lot of people would say, "Oh, everybody's used to the old days, the 80s, the 70s, and all that jazz." This is a new day and age, okay?
I'm aware
the
of
athletes today are not built the same as the athletes back then.
That's fine.
That's a fact.
But what does
okay?
that have to do with the weather?
That's why they need to play in controlled environment. The product on the field today is much better than what it was back in the day.
It is. I give you that it's better.
So let's just get the elements out of it. Let's just enjoy. Let's all go. We pay our hard-earned money to go see good performances. So let's go out there in a controlled environment where we can see people play at their absolute best, and we can walk away saying that team was clearly the better team, not because it was raining and they were able to overcome the elements. That's irrelevant.
Why is that
Because
irrelevant?
they are the better team.
All right, Tyvis.
That day.
If your team has an injury, does that mean everybody on the sideline goes, "Oh, well, guy got hurt. I guess we all just go into halftime and, plan out where we're going to dinner
That's a
afterwards."
variable you can't control.
You can't, right. You cannot control it. You have to overcome it. That's football. That's every football ever. Every football player's like, you got to overcome. Doesn't matter. You got to do it. The elements are an element. That's a part of the game, too.
We now have the means to throw that crappy variable out the window.
Yeah, that's just like somebody said, I've come up with a medicine that you won't get hurt in games. You'd be like, "Oh, no, don't do that. No, we need injuries. Are you crazy?"
No, but they have plenty of medicines that you guys take all the time that allows you to play through injuries. I guess that's toward all that stuff. But here's what I'll say. I think that football, it was created outside. Like basketball has always been an indoor sport. They literally created it in a gym. That's where James Naismith put a peach basket up. He didn't put it out in a cornfield. He put it in a gymnasium at a YWCA. So I'm saying.
So why don't they play all the other sports in the elements?
No, because like basketball was created inside. Hockey, for the purposes of keeping the ice at like a temperature where you can skate on it, they put it indoors. But other than that,
I watched it outside last year for the first time.
Yes, and it takes a humongous effort to get that to happen. Baseball, though, is an outdoor sport, and they should have baseball games outside. They should have football games outside. Yes, I will die on that hill.
No one who
Always.
ever created any sport ever was considering the weather when they created it.
Of course not.
Okay.
Because they looked at it and said, this will be good because you could play this game outside. It'll be a lot of fun. They didn't look at football and say, you know what we should do? Let's put it in a dance hall. They had buildings when they created football. It wasn't like they were, living in the forest. They were just like, I don't know what to do out here.
A basketball court is half the size of a football field. What are we talking about?
He's wrong. He's dead wrong, and he know he's wrong. This is
Football's
insane.
meant to be played in the elements. When
No,
I
it's
watch a game,
not.
It's great. That was great
This
last
is
night.
not a gladiator sport, man. Like,
yes, it is.
No, it is not.
It's what all the marketing is. What are you talking
No.
about?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's true. That's right. It's a generation. But see, you're the guy, too, who says this generation of football players are all soft. You sit back here and talk crap about them all the time. And then I say, all right, well, let's put them out in the elements. You're like, no, they can't handle that. It's a new generation of athletes. They can't deal with it. Which one is it?
I never said they were soft.
I think you're insinuated.
I've never said they were soft. I said, the only thing I've ever questioned about today's athletes is, do they love the game as much as I did? That's what I question, because back when I played, football was the only way for me to be successful in life. That was the way to make it out of where I was. Nowadays, you could become a streamer and make it out of it. There's so many different avenues.
I'm just telling you.
Like that TikTok, you could be TikTok famous, like that type of stuff. Like that wasn't a thing for me.
I'm just saying, when you looked outside and your friends were like, come on, Tyvis, we're going to go play football. And it's like, oh, it's raining out. Sorry. I can't do it. My shirt will get wet. No, you went out there and played in the rain.
Sure.
That's football. That's
But
what
if
I'm saying.
if they said, okay, let's go play
Because
on
you
this
love the game.
indoor, you think I would? I'm gonna go stay out in the rain. No,
That's part of the game. I will refuse. Good thing the Browns are getting rid of that, though. We don't need that element now. The Browns can just lose fair and square in the middle of their very dry and controlled dome, where they will get beat by 30 every day. That'll be fun.
I'm so shocked this is your perspective. What are you going to say? That concussion, you just got your bell rung. Rub some dirt on it.
No,
Get back
I'm
out
saying
there.
you have to overcome the elements. You
We're
overcome the
evolving as
difficulty.
human beings, okay?
You overcome.
Come along.
You
Come along
overcome.
with us, okay?
I don't want to go anywhere with you. I'm mad. I'm mad at you and him. You go back to Champaign Urbana. How about that? Morning Wood coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you live in Delaware County, you are waking up to some foggy conditions out there. Looking at less than a quarter of a mile in your area as you're stepping out the door. Traffic cams like 23 at Hyatt's Road, not looking too pretty. You really can't see too far out in the distance. So, of course, if you're driving in this fog this morning, some safety tips here. Use extra caution, be patient, and maybe use those road lines if you can't see right in front of you. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best male. Has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. Turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a refreshing mountain dew. So give me my blueberries. Give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
Another summer has ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Tri-State Men's Health and get treated for your low T. Because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Bryant Day's Buckeyes hit the road for a Big Ten battle with Wisconsin.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 10 with the kick at 3:30.
Listen on The Fan. Watch on 10 TV. Your flagship home of the Buckeyes, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald.
This is Bone and Tyvis.
I have some priceless audio coming up for you at 7 o'clock that I will play that involves a Michigan man going full conspiracy theory, so stick around for that. Also, 7:17, we'll talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre, the hyphenator, will join us to talk Jackets hockey. Jackets lose last night 3-2 in the home opener. Power play was not great. They are 1 of 9 on the season on converting those man advantage opportunities. 8:30, we will talk to 12 gauge himself, Cardale Jones. He will join us to talk Buckeye football. Maybe a little Penn State, maybe a little Columbus Aviators. How about that? All the above and more coming up. But now we got to find out what's going on this morning when it comes to some of the biggest questions of the day.
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh, my. This is Morning Wood.
All right, producer Dylan, go ahead. Question number 1.
Would you rather have Matt Rule, Kurt Cignetti, or someone else as your head coach if you're Penn State?
Does someone else have to be realistic? Or can I say, like,
yes,
Nick Saban?
Let's stay in reality.
Okay, of people they could actually get?
Yes.
Kirby Smart.
He's not going to Penn State. Why would he?
Well, Heather Dinich thinks otherwise.
We'll play that. I'll play that audio for you in a second. There's no chance he's doing that.
No, I take Kirk Cignetti. I think that he showed you that he can win. I like the way that he gets teams to believe in himself. And I think that's what the culture of Penn State right now, they need to believe that they belong on that big stage. Right now, after so many years of falling short, they just need a complete culture shift. And I think that Kirk Cignetti can bring that.
Yeah, that was the problem I think James Franklin ultimately ran into, is that no matter what he said, no one could believe he could win the big game because he didn't. You know what I mean? So, like, he could say, it's going to be different this time. You got to figure it out. You got to actually go prove it. That was what Ryan Day ran up against here until last year when he finally did win some big games and finally got the Buckeyes over the hump to win the national championship. Still dealing with the Michigan part of that, but he won the national championship. So he can now go to players and say, this is why it's different. Look at what happened. James Franklin couldn't say that. Kurt Cignetti could. I agree with you. He definitely has that on him. I would take Kurt Cignetti if I were Penn State, if he wants to go.
I saw Joel Klatt break this down in like tiers. It was like the comeback home tier, which would be...
Oh, I thought you meant he was crying.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
was
wow,
crying. No,
he's
tears.
really feeling it. Okay.
Like comeback home would be Matt Rule, Manny Diaz on a lesser level.
Yeah.
Big swing, Kurt Cignetti.
Yeah.
Up and coming coordinator. Buckeye fans don't want to hear this. Brian Hartline.
Yeah, right. I mean, his name's going to come up until he gets either a head coaching job or just continues to stay the offensive coordinator. He's like the new Brent Venables, I feel like, where every year that's going to come up until he gets a head coaching job. Morningwood question number 2.
Would you rather live in the past or in the future? So if you had a time machine, you could go forward or you can go back. Which would you rather do?
Would I rather live in the past or live in the future?
Yes.
Like, the past is
not
not
living
great.
in the past.
Past is not great.
Yeah, I'm not living in the past. I mean, I've had some good moments in the past, but I'd rather see what's ahead. That's why, that's why they put your eyes in front of you instead of behind you, so you can always look ahead.
That's great.
You know, my dad thinks you're like very like motivational and gospel speaking like it. I'm like, you need to meet this guy in person. You would not have that opinion. When you say stuff like that, and my dad thinks you're just like the sophisticated being.
Got him fooled. Got him fooled.
Love your dad. He's a smart man.
Now, I would also go forward, but can I mention that, like, the past for me is bad because there's no internet and lots of people didn't have lots of things and it was a very not good time. But then I go forward and I don't know what this dystopian future is that we're waiting on where AI is going to run everything. So if I can go forward, it would just be like by a month or something. I wouldn't go very far. I just go like a little bit further in
You
the
never
future.
know.
That's
You might have hit the mega million.
Oh yeah, that could be
in the future.
You see, in this situation, I'd be going in the past. Basically, you guys have seen Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yes.
I'd be doing stuff like that. I'd be going back, and I'd be the person who invented Google.
Oh yeah. Well,
So then I'm a bajillionaire.
I mean, I guess that is the thing. You
I'm
could
going
go
back, and I'm betting on games I know the results of already.
Let me ask
That's
you
even
this.
Back to the Future.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that would make you happy?
I think it would make me happier. I don't know.
Because all these billionaires and millionaires, they're never really happy.
He's no Adam Sandler.
The money doesn't make you happy.
Tyvis, he's no Adam Sandler, but white comedian Daniel Tosh once famously said, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a wave runner. And I've never seen anybody sad on one of those.
Right.
So there you go. Morningwood question number 3.
Mike Tomlin had beef with the Browns trading Joe Flacco. Here's what he had to say about that.
To be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
Would you have a problem if you were Mike Tomlin?
Yeah, I understand why he's upset. I mean, he's trying to win a division here, and you helping the enemy. Like, why would you help them? Like, the only team that's right now close to even beating Pittsburgh record-wise is Cincinnati, and you just helped them get better when you could have just let them just fall off by not giving them anything. So
that could be
I understand exactly why he's frustrated by that.
I think you could also be looking at it from the standpoint of the coaching fraternity a little bit and saying Kevin Stefanski's getting all the crap up there, rightfully, in my mind, rightfully so. But maybe Tomlin's saying it's not just him. It's Andrew Berry that deserves some blame for this because his front office has done him no favors. And that is if that's what it's from, maybe that's a little bit of his angle too. I don't know. All right, coming back, some audio from Michigan fans who are coping in a very bad way. They are leading to conspiracy theories, and they've got a doozy of one that I will play the audio of next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Well, if you are heading out the door, do be mindful. You're noticing a lot more drivers out there, especially for folks in New Albany, of course, just past that 62 and 161 intersection. Noticing a bit more of those backups along 161 eastbound at Beach Road this morning. Also noticing some concerns for road conditions, just a little bit slower out there for folks in Canal Winchester. 33 westbound at Gender Road, just pretty slow this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Dormar, your climate hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit Awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 in Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Let's face it, repairing or replacing your roof is a big decision. It's an investment in your home, your safety, and your peace of mind. But with so many roofing companies out there, how do you know which one to trust? How do you know your investment will be in good hands? Since 1992, Newman Roofing has been the family-owned company homeowners have relied on. We understand that roofing projects can be stressful. That's why we've built our company around you, offering a white glove experience designed to make your roofing project as smooth and easy as possible. At Newman Roofing, we focus on the details because the details matter. Our craftsmanship, attention to quality, and commitment to service are second to none. Why? Because when your name is on it, it just means more. Your roof isn't just another project. It's our promise to deliver the very best. So, as the cooler weather approaches, don't wait. Get your Newman roof while there's still time this fall. Call us today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
When you need a mini excavator or a not-so-mini excavator, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and hardest working equipment experts in Columbus, we can help you take a big step toward a mini excavator in one of 17 different sizes, from 2,000 to 18,000 pound machines, with 6 to 24 feet of reach and 5 to 15 feet digging depth. Though in the most rental locations, and it's no wonder the Columbus builders who are building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
You know what my favorite place is to watch a game? The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. This is Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle and I are throwing a huge party for the Thursday night Steelers-Bengals game. We have tickets, Pro Football Hall of Fame passes, and dining credits to give out during the game at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Amazing food, huge screens, and prizes. That's a winning parlay. Can't wait to see you Thursday night. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets had their home opener last night against the New Jersey Devils. Unfortunately, the Jackets lost 3-2. The CBJ will host the Colorado Avalanche this Thursday. Coverage starts at 6:30 here on The Fan. We had a Monday night doubleheader last night. The first game featured the Bills going down to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Atlanta upset Buffalo by a final score of 24-14. And the second matchup consisted of the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Chicago was able to go into D.C. as a 5.5-point underdog and come away with a 25-24 victory. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month long. Call 844-346-1800. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut, minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots coming up on the show today. We're going to talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre, Blue Jackets hockey analyst, a former player. He will join us 7:17. We'll talk about the Jackets. Didn't get it done the whole opener. They lost 3-2 last night at Nationwide.
They played really well, though, Bone.
That's what I've heard.
They played great. Played really well.
You know what? I can't wait till next segment. I'm gonna ask. What's up with the power plays? Why have we never been good in 25 years? You said
it doesn't feel like it.
Why haven't we been good in 25 years? I'm gonna ask the tough questions there.
Yeah. We're gonna start there.
I'm gonna ask the hyphenator.
They did a good job of almost killing penalties last night, guys. They almost did it. Didn't give them their credit.
So I'm gonna save all y'all complaints.
They converted on both, right? They had 2 power plays.
4 seconds left and 1 second left.
Okay, so you're right.
I'm not saying this team is bad. I'm saying the opposite. I have expectations. That's why I'm upset.
I agree. So yes, we got plenty to get to.
Excuse me, was Rome built in a day?
No.
But
but I do feel like
it takes steps, right?
I do feel like
this
25 years.
This what kills me. You act as if this is like Ohio State that just came off a natty or something. They didn't even make the postseason last year. So why do you think that they just gonna come out and just be dominant from game one? That makes no sense to me.
Because that is the rhetoric and the narrative right now. Is this team is taking a step forward.
You know what? If they
I believe it.
If they would have signed Mitch, like I said, then saying what you're saying would 100% be true, but they didn't even do that.
He didn't want to come here.
Well, that's not the point. What I'm saying is they didn't go out and get some superstar or something like that. That's just going to change everything.
That's also a part of my point because they decided
that's a whole nother topic.
They didn't need to trade for anyone. They didn't need to sign anyone in free agency. They were just going to bring the band back together. And because they almost made the playoffs last year, they were going to make the playoffs this year. And I trusted the front office, and I still do.
Dylan, it's game 3 of 82.
I'm just saying these are the type of games that you need to at least get a point in the standings. That's all I'm saying.
You know what your problem is? You fret.
Tyvis,
guy like me, I don't fret. I know they're going to figure it out.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
No, with this team it is. Because
no, it's not.
They could easily have
because last year they didn't start off fast. You know where they blew it? After the Stadium Series when they went on that drought. That's where they lost the season.
Yeah. Right. But then they got hot. But they didn't get hot fast enough. It was too little too late. If you dig yourself too deep of a hole, you can't get out of it. And
it's game 3.
The game 3 matters just as much in the standings as game 82.
Listen,
it counts all the same.
Here's the solution. I have it figured out.
I think you might be older than me, but you young, boy. You young.
I have it all figured out. We just need Kurt Signetti to come and run the power play. If we could hire him away from Indiana, I think that would fix all our problems. I think that's what we need. All right. So we will talk to the hyphenator coming up at 7:17. We will talk to Cardale Jones, 8:30. We will talk about some Buckeye football with him. I saw this. This is from a podcast it's called the Michigan Football Call-In Show, but it doesn't appear to be affiliated with any broadcast partners. This is an online YouTube stream where people can pop in and ask their questions, right? So they have a few thousand people that follow this account and watch this video, so let them live. But this was a guy named Dom. Not Dom Taberi, just a guy named Dom, who is apparently a regular contributor on this podcast. This is them talking about the USC game where they got drilled. Michigan lost by 20 points. They looked bad. And he has a thought on what may be contributing to the fact that USC kind of seemed like they knew what Michigan was going to run.
It's like they knew our signals. It's like they were coming right at us, like they knew what we were doing. And I paused, and everybody thinks I'm crazy.
That's not good.
But why is Chase Herbstreit on the team? I mean, you can't sign steal anymore. They use the radio. You can't steal that. And the catapult thing, the cloud sharing with the practice videos that OSU tapped into, but that story went away. That just disappeared. That catapult thing's gone now as well. So how else is Ryan Day going to cheat? I know. Let's put Herbstreit's boy on the team. What's he doing there? He's not going to play. He's never going to see the grass. They'll put Warren in before they put in Herbstreit. What, in education? Go to Northwestern. Go to MIT. Why is he at Michigan? Why?
That is a good question.
Why? What's he there for? It's not an education. He ain't playing ball. So what is he there for? And then you look at the Oklahoma game and you look at the Southern Cal game. TJ's right. It's like they knew what we were doing. It's like, oh, okay. So maybe I am crazy, conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I think you might be just a little bit of a conspiracy theory.
You know what that is? You know what he has? He has what they call a guilty conscience.
Oh,
that's what that is.
The projection going on
they
there.
Do it. They cheated so much.
Yes.
That he's like, somebody else is going to cheat us now.
Oh, they tell
it's like, no, we
people
not.
telling themselves when they do that. When you hear somebody talking about that, where they're like, you can't let someone do this or that because then they're going to take advantage of the situation. They're going to do this. It's like, well, maybe you would do that, but I wouldn't, and that's what it feels like with Michigan here. They're like, clearly the only reason they offered Chase Herbstreit was to get intel from Ohio State or from Michigan to Ohio State. But again, I missed it. Ohio State didn't play Michigan this past weekend. They played USC. So what it sounds like he's alleging is that Chase Herbstreit gets info from the team that gave him a scholarship, by the way, which, newsflash, no one else would. That's why he's at Michigan, because he wasn't getting he was getting a preferred walk-on from Ohio State. He wasn't getting a scholarship from Ohio State. So he's right. That kid's never going to play there. But he got a scholarship from Sharon Moore. Why, I don't know. But if you want to blame that, Michigan man, then the theory apparently is he gave the info to Dad, so Dad could give it to apparently Lincoln Riley and USC? Because that seems like something Kirk Herbstreit would do. I mean, I'm no fan of Kirk Herbstreit, but I wish he was that big of a Buckeye fan. I wish he was the type of guy who was like, yeah, let me send my son as a special agent to sabotage your program. I wish that was what he was doing.
So let me get this right.
Like that.
So if what he's saying is true, then Sharon Moore should be fired then.
Absolutely.
He's sabotaging his own program.
No. Ryan Day, listen.
Ryan Day did what?
Called Sharon Moore and convinced him
because they're friends
with his brother, the PI from New England, called up Sharon Moore and kind of like made him like think that Chase Herbstreit was actually good when he wasn't, offered him the scholarship. So this was all again Ryan Day cheating,
Jedi mind tricks.
But Ryan Day didn't offer him a scholarship. No. Offered him a preferred walk-on.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Like
I'm not a recruiting hack.
That right there is a guilty conscience. If I've ever seen one in my life, that's horrible.
Yeah. By the way, see, we don't have time, but later today, I will play this audio of Heather Dinich speculating about something. Well, here. Long and short of it, she speculated that Ryan Day would possibly leave Ohio State to go to the Penn State job.
Yeah, she's out to lunch.
I love Heather. She's great. She does a lot of good stuff reporting. I think she does a lot of good work. If anyone believes that Ryan Day would leave Ohio State to go to Penn State, where it's already built here and it's not built there, Jim Knowles is insane. Don't hold what Jim Knowles did last year to what Ryan Day would actually do. As much as I've had my issues over the years with, like, I don't like certain aspects of play calling, Ryan Day is not an insane person like Jim Knowles. He would never leave Ohio State to go to Penn State. He might leave to go to the NFL someday. I can see that. He's not leaving to go take a lesser job at Penn State. That's absolutely insane for me.
Thing I could think that Heather was thinking, because the context was that basically anybody under the sun Penn State is considering. That was kind of the context
Penn
of
State
it.
Can consider whoever they want.
And she was just naming names of like, oh, is Kalen DeBoer going to be happy at the end of the year? Is Ryan Day going to be happy at the end of the year? Because, there are people in this city that after they lose to Michigan, get very upset and call for his head. And she's saying, hypothetically speaking, if that happens again, maybe he's like, I'm tired of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know who's going to lead that. You know who leads that train.
Yeah, you do. And I'll lead it again because it works. It works. I took that choo-choo train right to Championship Town last I checked. So all of Titletown, USA, one stop, T-Bone here, head of the locomotive. Let's go. All I'm saying is this. If anyone thinks Ryan Day doesn't think this is the dumbest thing, but if Heather Dinich thinks that him going to State College, where everybody's at the creamery apparently enjoying themselves, and they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, we only won 10. They just fired a guy for going 10-2 every year and losing the two biggest games. The pressure at Penn State is apparently as crazy as it is here, or more crazy.
My thought on that is you don't fire that guy unless you already have the guy. They should already $50 million. You don't fire somebody if you ain't already got the next guy.
I think I know who their guy is. They're going after Matt Rule. And they're gonna find out
that Roulade.
They're gonna find out that the Roulade and the Franklin Lemonade, whatever. It's all the same. It's all the same.
They say it take 3 years. Year 3, he's got them ranked 25th.
Oh yeah, Penn State's. Oh yeah, if we get back to top 25.
Well, they out of the rankings right now.
God,
so.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair. All right, we're switching gears. We'll talk a little hockey. We're gonna do that with the hyphenator himself, Jean-Luc Grandpierre, joins us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday. Well, folks, we are noticing a really big crash if you're heading downtown. It's happening on the 670 westbound direction at Neal Avenue. 2 left lanes are still blocked this morning and pretty slow moving. Looking at 9 miles per hour for your travel times. Lots of red on our time saver traffic map. So want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy on the road and making sure they are well aware. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Oh, Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
1-877-CARS for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Regenerative treatments for joint pain are creating lots of excitement in the orthopedic community. QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Ray Tessner recalls a recent conversation with one of the country's most acclaimed orthopedic doctors.
He said, when you and I are young, the arthroscope was a quantum leap in treating orthopedic problems. I think regenerative medicine is the new arthroscope.
Surgery is no longer the go-to solution for chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back. QC Kinetics is leading the next quantum leap. All natural regenerative treatments that provide relief and mobility.
I think one of the tenets of being a good physician is the old saying of do no harm. That's what I enjoy about this form of treatment is there's very little chance that we're going to cause harm, and that's refreshing to me to be able to eliminate the dangers that can come sometimes with surgeries.
Book your free consultation today in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
With autumn's arrival, ISA certified arborists recommend that fallen leaves be left alone or mulched to improve plant health. When leaves decay, they transform into organic matter absorbed by the soil to become moisture to trees through their roots, which helps trees weather drought conditions. Leaves are also a natural habitat for butterflies, chipmunks, earthworms, and others, which increases the population of beneficial insects for the next growing season. To learn more about the benefits of autumn leaves, contact an ISA certified arborist near you by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Wake up and laugh with the Bob and Tom Show on the Fan 2.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It says here they've won 5 Marconi Awards. I can't even spell Marconi. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Bob and Tom Show. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, expect skies to be partly cloudy with wake-up temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. Yet again, plenty of sunshine this afternoon and highs getting into the mid-70s. Then we get mostly clear tonight with our lows in the upper 40s to low 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
This is a friendly reminder that hockey is back, and it's awesome. Ice hockey? You're listening to Blue Jackets Week. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
It's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
You look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Tuesday this here time, we're going to talk to our guy, the hyphenator himself, Jean-Luc Grandpierre, former Jacket, TV analyst for your Columbus Blue Jackets. Jean-Luc, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good morning.
So last night, Jackets fall 3-2 in the home opener. Close game, 2-1 for most of that, later in that contest, and then couple of an empty net and a 6-on-5 goal that ends up making it 3-2. Power play is a bit of a concern early in the season here. And if it wasn't for years of having some issues on the power play, I don't think Jackets fans would be as worked up about going 1 out of 9 for the first 9 power plays. But should Jackets fans be this worried about it this early on in the season, or is there reason to hope that you're seeing any reason that you can see out of this first little start here?
Yeah. That's a great question. It's too early to worry. There's no doubt about it. I could agree with you. History does not help their case right now, but it's kind of like oiling, a machine right now. They're not perfectly running at 100%. But it was still a little disappointing because in the first 2 games, they never really got any chance to get that power play going because they had 1 chance in Nashville. I believe they had maybe 2 in Minnesota. But like last night, they got 4 minutes right off the get-go there. They got, I think, 5 or 6 power plays yesterday and could not convert on any of them. So that can become a little concerning or frustrating. And, they had some great chances, especially in that first period. At one point, I think the shots were 18-2, Blue Jackets advantage, and could not crack Jake Allen. So, and that kind of deflated, I don't want to say the atmosphere, but that could have given him such a good head start yesterday to score on that power play once or even twice because it was a 4-minute. That would have changed completely the complexion of the game.
Don't let them fool you. They was in here. The sky was falling. He trying to be all calm. I'm tattletelling today. My mama would be ashamed of me. I'm telling. They was in here. The sky is falling. They saying the season is over. It was a shame. Yes, it is. They starting off slow again. Will you give them reason? I'm trying to be the optimistic one around here. Will you please tell them the good things that you've seen out of this Blue Jacket team and why they should get their faith that they will turn things around?
Oh, thank God Ty's in the studio to help these guys out. Thanks, man. It's unlike a football season where one game can destroy your season, you got 82 of these. So you have to look at the hockey season more of it's a marathon, right? It's really not a sprint until the end. So as long as you don't fall too far behind, you'll be okay. But there's a lot of encouraging things. So you look at both goaltenders so far. I think, yesterday it was Jet Net. He started the first game in Nashville, had the one yesterday. And then even Elvis in Minnesota, yes, he allowed 4 goals. But 5-on-5, he didn't allow a single goal against Minnesota. So it was like a lot of power play goals allowed by the Blue Jackets. So right now, the only thing that I don't like, if you look at the numbers, is the special teams numbers, right? So your power play has scored 1 goal so far and allowed 7 or 8 since the season starts. So you're in the minus there when you talk. But 5-on-5, actually, they look really, really good. It's not a problem. So right now, just staying out of the penalty box is key for the Blue Jackets. Although yesterday both power play goals were broken plays, right? It was not like the other team was set up and made a magical play. The first one, puck was bobbling all over the place, and then the second one, Blue Jackets had an odd man rush, killing the penalty, and then it turned out into a 2-on-1 their way. So there's a lot of encouraging signs. It just sometimes you deserve to win, you lose. Sometimes you deserve to lose and you win, and it seems like that's what's happening with the Blue Jackets over the first few games.
Jean-Luc Grandpierre joining us, former Blue Jacket TV analyst on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. So you mentioned Jack Reeves, and I think through his first 2 starts that the returns are good. I mean, I feel like if you can average giving up fewer than 3 goals a game, that for this Jackets team, that's exactly what it feels like they need in net, because I do think offensively this team will be there eventually. Do you think that's a fair assessment of what the Jackets season will be, is a team that scores a lot of goals and just needs a netminder who can keep it under not even 3, keep it under 4 or 5, and they should be good a lot of nights, right?
Yeah, I mean, under 4 and 5, some nights, yes, but if you're allowing 2 goals a game, you should, I mean, even the NHL from like 10 years ago, you need at least 3 goals to win, right? It's like 1-0 games and 2-1 games are extremely rare. So, you know, you look at them so far, you allowed 2 in the first game. They lose 2-1, but that was an incredible goalie performance by UC Saros on the other side. And then yesterday, you lose that one, you know, basically 2-1 because there was an empty net. So we allowed 2 goals again yesterday. So I think defensively, it was a great effort. Yeah, I think, again, to me, the goaltending is not the problem right now. It's more about managing the game a better way, whether we're talking about penalties and obviously your special team needing to provide a spark to the team when needed.
Do you think that the team has a different mindset when Elvis is in there opposed to Jet? Because, you know, when Jet's in there, they're only losing by 2. It's like 2-1, 3-2. But when Elvis is in there, they're scoring a bunch of goals. You know, obviously they scored 7. I know it's a small sample size, but do you think that who's in net affects the mindset of the rest of the team as far as the offense goes?
I don't think so. You know, like I was in Minnesota. I get to travel with the team this year, and looking at the game like on site in Minnesota, you know, I was looking at Philip Gustafson, who's the goaltender for Minnesota. You know, if you look at the expected goals for that game, I think the Blue Jackets were expected to score like 3.9 goals in that game, and they end up scoring 7, right? So 6 plus an empty net. So he was not, he didn't put a great goaltending performance. Now, the Blue Jackets did play a good game there, but Minnesota really put Elvis under siege for most of the game. 52 shots on net he had to face. And again, 35 shots came at 5-on-5. He stopped every single one of them. So it was really the power play that did the magic for Minnesota. But that's what you need. You need your power play to win you games sometimes. And right now, that's the only thing that's not clicking for the Blue Jackets. So as far as them playing in front of both goaltenders differently, I haven't seen it this year, to be honest with you. So far, I feel like the team's been playing the same system with the same kind of energy. And then obviously the goal scoring. It doesn't matter who's in that because they're not really contributing offensively. So I don't feel like they changed their play necessarily.
This weekend, we have got the 25th anniversary celebration Saturday night against the Lightning. I know you'll be in attendance. A lot of other former teammates of yours will be in attendance. Who are you looking forward to seeing from those early rosters that you were a part of in the start of the Blue Jackets franchise?
It's going to be kind of fun. I heard Rusty Klesla's already in town, so I'm going to have to catch up with him. But I'm going to see everybody at least on Friday. So, you know, Kevin Deneen and Dave King, my first coach, is going to be there as well. And then, of course, the legend of Ron Tugnut is going to be there. So
vote Tugnut, baby. I had the shirts and the signs.
So there's not really one that I'm looking forward to see more than the other right now. I'm just really, really excited to see everyone. And then super excited as well for Thursday where, you know, Cam Atkinson's going to be back in the building for a little celebration as he retires. He's going to retire as a Blue Jacket. So a lot of really exciting things happening this week here with the Blue Jackets. And obviously the schedule is not going to be easy. You got Colorado, who's an absolute wagon, rolling in town. And then after that, you have Tampa Bay. So, yes, for the Jackets, we need some points. There's no doubt about it. Let's not panic. And then for the old Blue Jackets coming in town, that's going to be quite the reunion for sure.
Yeah. Well, it should be another 2 great atmospheres there nationwide. And hopefully, like you said, Jackets can find a way to get some points here on this homestand because they definitely need to. Jean-Luc, we appreciate it. We'll talk again next week, all right?
All right, guys. Ty, you keep everybody safe in the studio.
I got you. There you go. Jean-Luc Grandpierre, former Blue Jacket TV analyst, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. He likes your positivity. That's what this franchise needs, a little positivity.
I try to do that for everybody in the world, you know. Like, listen, Dylan's dad even understands that.
See, Dylan's dad, you're motivating people.
We see eye to eye.
Yeah. Did I tell you that my parents were like, we really like Tyvis? And I was like, what about me? And they were like, we've heard you. You're fine. We really like Tyvis, though. You're glad you're with Tyvis.
Exactly. I was like, wow. Dad, did you hear anything I had to say?
No. They don't care about us.
Okay.
It's just right to Tyvis.
Hey, man.
And then they wanted autographs. And no, I'm just kidding. All right, we'll come back in 2 minutes. The Penn State job is open, and one of the top candidates for the job talked about his interest level. You'll hear from him next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
We are noticing yet another crash on our roads. This time around, it's happening in our southwest corner, closer to Grove City and Urban Crest. Do expect some lane closures on that ramp for I-270 in that westbound direction, 262, because of a crash out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Guys, you know you feel it. Something is off. It's not just signs of aging. It's your energy slipping away. It could be low testosterone, draining all the things that make you you. But it doesn't have to be this way. The solution? Testosterone replacement therapy at Synergenics and Low T Center. They use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone to increase your level that is just right for you. They are one of the only providers that accept most major insurance. They make it affordable and easy for you to start and stay on the treatment. Synergenics and Low T Center have clinics conveniently located around town in Gahanna and Dublin. You can be treated in the clinic or receive at-home treatment. Either way, it all starts with a simple and quick free test at the center. And for a limited time, get a free hormone consultation and free T-test and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed memorabilia or even tickets to a major sporting event. Get back to feeling like you again. Book your appointment now at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
In the spirit of Halloween, ooh, spooky, Awaken 180 is offering free consultation all month long. Find out how scary fast you'll lose the weight for free. Call 844-346-1800.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
YouTube chat is live and going. Lots of you in there. AJ, Tryhard, Craig, Alex, Rusty. Thank you guys all for jumping in. You can join the party. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you'll be right in the chat. Alex said, good morning, go to hell. It's almost like keeping Elvis was a mistake. Elvis needs to leave the building. I mean, I don't know about that.
Poor Elvis.
We just, like you heard from Jean-Luc Grandpierre, he looked all right in the one game we've seen him in. He gave up 4 goals, yes.
Is he the goalie against the Avalanche?
Don't know yet. We'll find out.
I don't know if they've announced that yet.
No, they usually, it's the day of. So they'll Tyvis, once your schedule lightens up, you and I are going to go to morning skate. And what they do is whoever you see come out whoever comes out first on the ice, I think, is usually like the guy who's starting that night. He gets his work in and then the backup comes out. So a lot of times the reporters at morning skate will say, here's so-and-so was, first one off the ice or whatever it is. And that's kind of how they did
the day of the game.
Yeah. It's like they figure that out based on how they're practicing, how they're playing, stuff like that. Lots of stuff goes into it.
So Jean-Luc has forgotten more about hockey just today than I'll ever know.
Yeah.
He made the marathon, not a sprint comment. Tyvis kind of said that earlier in his own way. You know who else is saying that?
Who's that?
All the other 31 teams in the NHL, okay? This is not an exclusive Blue Jackets thing.
Dylan.
And also a point I forgot to bring up earlier, they played a backup goaltender last night.
Well, they played both of the goaltenders because the guy who was starting ended up leaving because he had cramps in the between the second and third periods. So they had to bring in the other guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you had essentially one goal for most of the game.
Don't want to hear is after they play Colorado and Tampa, both pretty good teams, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they played Colorado and Tampa. What do you expect?
What if they split?
That'd be cool.
Good. That'd be great. They have to get.
And I'd come in
what?
If they split,
I can't wait till they split.
If they split or win both, I will come in Monday
very happy.
optimistic.
Very happy. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm glad. Cut this up. Because I don't want to hear it. I'm sick of this.
I just want to say this because I don't say it enough. This organization deserves to win. Not necessarily by every move they've ever made on the ice, but literally everything not involving the on-ice product for the Columbus Blue Jackets the last 25 years. When I've gone over there and dealt with anybody from their sales reps to like the people who work behind the scenes in the media department to the legal team, anybody that they work with over there, every time I've interacted with any of them, they've all been like top-notch, A-plus, great people. So I'm saying the fans are obviously great. The people who work for the organization have been great. This team needs to win. And I know they know that. I know they feel that pressure, but that's why, Tyvis, I want to see this team win. This city deserves it. That franchise deserves a winner from all the stuff they do off the ice. Everything else is great. Mike Todd is awesome. He does a great job in the intermissions, right? We love that.
They going to make the playoffs this year.
Okay. Great.
I believe in Dean Everson and Don Waddell.
Me too.
I'm sorry.
I believe in Dean Everson. Is that it? Is that right?
Yes. Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry, my guy.
So y'all got to trust the process. Y'all need to fall back. Y'all panic just way too much.
It's not panic.
Goodness.
It's analysis. That's the panic and analysis are two different things.
I mean, those nice people over there at Nationwide are technically my coworkers. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm thrown from the press box on Thursday.
Dylan goes, see, if people think Dylan like talks this crap and then it's like, yeah, you wouldn't say it to their face. Dylan literally runs the radio broadcast. The producer of this show also produces a lot of the radio broadcasts over there when you're listening to the Jackets on the radio.
So they need that negativity out of there.
That's fine. I like Dylan. Keep being you. Dylan, keep being you. All right. So Penn State job is open. We know about that. Matt Rule is the head coach at Nebraska, but he went to Penn State. He has coached at Temple. The guy who hired him at Temple now is the AD, Pat Kraft, at Penn State. Matt Rule was asked, are you interested in that job?
Maybe it's been a while here, but this is what happens when you win. I've dealt with it. You know, we've won at Temple, and I dealt with it all the time. I've dealt with Baylor. I'm not going to talk about those things ever. I'm not going to talk about my contract here. I'm going to talk about the team. But, yeah, I absolutely love it here. And I want us to continue to take the steps needed for us to turn this thing into a beast. And players all across the country want to come here. We have the best facilities. We have elite fans. And, you know, I'm just looking at the future. So, but again, I love that place. I love Pat. I love James Franklin. I'm sad that came to an end. I wish him the absolute best. But I'm really happy here and excited to get going this week on Minnesota.
I'm calling Cap.
Suspiciously absent from that was the phrase, the word no. Like, I have no interest in that job.
It wasn't even about the fact that he said no. The part that he lost me on was recruits all around the country want to come here. That's a lie. That is a lie. I don't know why I can't believe they sat up there and let that man lie like that. I would have been like, Cap, bro, where's you're not even ranked in the top 50 in recruiting classes. What are you talking about?
If the high profile recruit's dad was a famous player for your team, then yes, you can land a 5-star quarterback like Dylan Raiola. But yeah, I would say that's not exactly where that program is. And I would say that Penn State certainly has its issues, but it does not have the issue of getting top 5, top 10 classes. They have been in the running for those. And if Matt Rule thinks he can get
79.
Is that Nebraska's class
79
right now?
in 2026, according to 24/7 Sports.
Wow. They're a transfer portal team.
You know where Penn State is? 16th.
Okay.
So 100%, yes,
much better than Nebraska.
He want to leave, yes.
Yeah, and that's with the uncertainty around James Franklin.
And you know what he can do? You know what he can do?
Then it's solidified.
He'll have his quarterback because Dylan will leave too.
Probably. Maybe.
So that's half the battle right there.
He could.
Now, I don't know what he going to do at the receiver position because they're going to have to throw the bag at somebody to get them to come play there.
Imagine if they actually recruited receiver the way they recruit like tight end, defensive end, running back, almost every other position that they have done well with.
That's every school, though. Like, every school has that issue.
No, but I'm saying like their issue specifically has been we've thrown everything we can to get 5-star quarterbacks come in there, guys with all the talent in the world. And then we run an offense that says, hey, can we get our 6'5", 240-pound quarterback to run around a lot and not throw the football down the field? Because you don't have wide receivers that can catch it. So I don't know. Like, there needs to be a more cohesive plan. You know who the guy could be at Penn State, according to Heather Dinich? And we talked about this a few minutes ago, but here's the audio of Heather Dinich trying to say anybody could be on the table for Penn State.
Absolutely. I mean, look down the stretch. Is Kalen DeBoer happy at Alabama at the end of the season? I mean, Dan Lanning's probably pretty set at Oregon. How happy is Brian Day? I don't know the answer to all these questions. Would they leave? Would they leave? Right? That's part of the question.
Okay. If you didn't hear that, it kind of got cut off, but she said, how happy is Ryan Day?
I would say he's pretty happy.
That was on McAfee's show, and A.J. Hawk's face, he didn't give much away, but A.J. Hawk, his eyes went like dinner plates for like half a second. Like, are you really saying this? There's no chance Ryan Day would ever entertain going to Penn State. I don't care what money they throw at him. You wouldn't have any more than you could get here at Ohio State, and you would have to build that thing up.
2 times this year. It's been 2 times this season that Heather Dinich has said something that I just was like, you can't be serious. First, it was wasn't it the LSU over OSU thing?
Yes. That was the first thing that
got me.
What was that? I forget.
I would have LSU over Ohio State.
It was like after week 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was
2 times. Now the third strike, you out. Oh, you got 2 now. The third one, I'm telling you right now, you walking a thin line with me right now. You can't just be getting up here on these shows and just saying anything. You can't.
Like, even comparing, Kalen DeBoer, sure. Like, I bet he would listen to anything just because at Alabama,
why would he listen to anything?
He's righted the ship.
That's what I'm saying. He's the 6th-ranked team right now.
Hold on a second. He's righted the ship until he goes in. That schedule is tough. Every year in the SEC, you probably have to build in 2 or 3 losses for all but like 1 or 2 teams. And that means you're iffy to make the playoffs. I could see him looking at the Big Ten, possibly, whether this is right or wrong, and saying, I go there.
Wasn't he at Washington?
Yeah, he was.
So he would have been in the Big Ten if he would have just.
He was at Washington. Do you think Washington and Penn State are the same job? I'm saying, like, he would probably say Penn State and Alabama are more similar jobs, but I can go to Penn State and be a hero if I can get that team to the playoffs every year. At Alabama, and I mean, again, he'd still have to go to win the national championship.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That if he did that, that's a loser's mentality. If he left Alabama to run to Penn State, I would look at him differently. I would say that Penn State, they might as well kept James Franklin. I'm not going to lie to you.
I want to be clear. There's 2 parts to that. One, I don't think he should leave Alabama. I think that's the better job. I think that you have the resources there to win. I think going to Penn State, you'd have to start building that again, and it would take the time it did at Alabama. But I'm just saying, we may look at the end of the season, and like she said, Alabama, they may end up with 3 losses this year for all I know. Like, there's still plenty of room for them to lose on their schedule. So that could be a thing. I understand that. But that loser mentality thing, at some point, I'm trying to do the best career move, right? And I could see him looking at it and saying, I can see anyone looking at it and saying, I might have an easier time winning some games in the Big Ten. Still, you have to go beat Ohio State. Still, you have to go beat whoever else is going to be up there, whether that's Oregon or Michigan, theoretically, I guess. We have to throw them in there. You have to beat 2 or 3 good teams there. You have to beat 2 or 3 good teams in the SEC every year. That's a reality no matter which of those jobs he takes. So
the fact that
I don't think he should leave. I'm just saying I could understand him entertaining that more than I could understand Dan Lanning or Ryan Day entertaining it because they're further along in the build than Kalen DeBoer is at Alabama.
I feel like whoever the head coach for Penn State is already knows that they're the head coach for Penn State next year, and we just wait until December to see who is on 3 or Pete Thamel just decides to tweet it out. Yep, they're taking the job to Penn State.
So yesterday you were talking me into Kurt Cignetti, but I really think their number one target is Matt Rule.
I do too.
And
the Rule
with the quote we just played of him where he was like, "Oh, I went through this at Temple. I went through this at Baylor. You know what happened both places? He left for a better opportunity, okay? So what's to say he won't do it again? He left Temple for Baylor. He left Baylor for the NFL.
It makes a ton of sense because of the fact that I just said if he leaves Nebraska, he could take Dylan Raiola with him, and he'd have the quarterback. So, like, that's literally half the battle right there. And he should be able to recruit better receivers to come to Penn State, much more than the Nebraska thing. I can't believe he told that lie. Oh, we got players all over the country when it comes to that. When?
I don't
since
know.
When?
I don't know.
Ain't nobody wanted to go to Nebraska since the 90s.
I think he wants to. I think he wants that job, and they want him. I would be shocked if it ends up any other way than Matt Rule gets that job because I think he would take it, and I think they absolutely want to hire him.
But my thing
Pat
is
Kraft
this:
is their buddies. He wants to hire. It's not just that he has ties to Penn State. It's that the guy who hired him at another job where they were successful is now hiring for this job.
I think it's a mistake.
Oh, and to your point,
that's the point.
You said about why not just keep James Franklin?
You might as well. If you take Matt Rule, you might as well just kept James Franklin.
I'm with you on that 100%.
That's why to me it has to be like a Kirk Cignetti or something like that.
Yeah, you're not wrong that would make more sense, but I think they believe Matt Rule is like a Kurt Cignetti just waiting to happen.
You know,
except he's already at a power program like Nebraska, and he's fine. He's okay. He's gotten them to be better than they were, but he's never gotten them past where Bo Pelini had them. So I don't I don't know how he's going to do better at Penn State than James Franklin, but time will tell, I guess, on that. Come back, an NFL coach got fired yesterday. You will hear about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are noticing some foggy conditions heading into our metro this morning. And of course, as it coming with some crashes, we are noticing a crash over just south of Whitehall, 70 westbound, just past Hamilton Road, where a left shoulder is currently blocked out there. Also noticing a traffic alert for our folks over on the west side, a disabled vehicle, really. It's at 70 eastbound direction heading towards the city, just past 270, a right shoulder currently blocked out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store today. Walk-ins are always welcome. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Fox tonight. It's a night of unforgettable drama. First, a new mystery unravels on murder in a small town.
Let's find him. Suspects on foot. Send all units.
Then, a new episode of TV's most addictive medical drama, Doc.
You're reviewing my cases? I will know everything that goes on in my hospital. I'm not going anywhere.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Sit by your window, you feel some of that cool air in the mornings or in the evening. It's creeping into your house. It's costing you money, especially this winter. As it gets colder and colder, you're going to have more and more of that drafty air because your windows aren't where they need to be. You need to get energy-efficient windows from my friends at Window Nation, and this month is a great time to do so. They have the deal of deals. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. No limit on that. You can buy 4, get 4 free, 6, get 6 free. You know how multiples of 2 work. Keep on going with your math skills. But either case, however many you get, you make no payments for 2 years when you buy from Window Nation this month. No monthly payments, no down payment, no interest till 2027. Plus, every 2 windows, you get 2 more for free. That is a tremendous deal. Plus, Window Nation, their installers can come out and get your windows put in 1 day. And these are windows that have, by the way, a 50-point inspection from the factory. Each window gets a 20-point inspection on site to make sure it is perfect, it is right, there's no damage to it. They put it in a day. They're the experts. Call them today. Call them is the number. I don't even know why I said call, because the website's where you go. WindowNation.com. That's what you want to do. WindowNation.com. It's fast. It's free. You can schedule that estimate now at WindowNation.com. And like I said, buy 2, get 2 free. No interest, no payments for 2 whole years. Only for my friends at Window Nation. Tyvis, your guy, Brian Callahan, fired yesterday. Head coach of the Tennessee Titans.
Wait, why is he my guy?
He is. Right. He's your guy.
I like his dad, Bill.
Yeah, Bill Callahan.
He need to come on home.
All the Browns fans yesterday were like, Bill Callahan's going to fix the team. And it's like,
you know what's crazy? What's crazy is that this team has not been the same. He might have been the mastermind behind all of it.
Let me call BS on that. All right.
It's the truth.
Let me back up. First, Brian Callahan's son of dad, got fired. And reports are like a lot of the players said he just wasn't a good coach. They didn't learn a lot from him. There were questions about if he even really totally understood the rules of football. There's just a report that came out that said officials were explaining rules to him at one of their scrimmages because he was unclear on some of the new rules. Maybe they do it with all the coaches. I have no idea.
He has the worst quote where he literally said, 1 knee doesn't equal 2 feet.
Oh, yeah, right. Which is literally the rule. 1 knee does equal 2 feet on a catch. Yes, bad. Now,
did they not know this going in? But see, I don't look more so at him. I look more so at the Tennessee Titans. Like, did you not know this?
They fired Mike Vrabel to get to him.
Yeah.
What an idiotic organization. And I could be wrong. I think the Titans play the Patriots this weekend, which,
yes.
And supposedly that was the owner. She had a directive. I forget her name. Is it Amy? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Anyway, the owner of the team, she basically came in and said, over my dead body, are we playing Mike Vrabel with Brian Callahan? Get me someone else.
Amy
Get me
Adams Strunk.
Yes, Amy Adams Strunk. Thank you. Yes. So that is not great. He was 4-19 in his tenure there. It has been pointed out by many a Browns fan. Do you know what Kevin Stefanski's record is over the same amount of games?
4-20.
But over his last 23, he is also 4-19.
Yeah.
So the guy who is getting fired has the same record as the guy who apparently is going nowhere for the Browns, and I mean that in many different ways.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you talk about the Browns, like I if they make it past this year, I
don't understand it. I don't get it. Well, and here's the thing.
If they make it past this season, man, I don't know what's going on. I really don't.
Bill Callahan, this was something that was pointed out, I saw by a lot of Titans beat writers who were saying, a lot of people felt like Bill Callahan would be the key to helping this offense, right? And you have drafted a starting quarterback in Cam Ward. You're giving him an opportunity. But if you go look at their offensive line metrics, you go watch their games, their offensive line has been one of the weakest links for that team. They are bad. They brought in guys this offseason. They drafted 2 guys, and they brought in like 3 or 4 free agents, high-level guys that they thought were going to improve, and they've been terrible this year. They have guys getting beaten left and right. So what I'm saying for Browns fans are like, oh, good, we can get Bill Callahan back. Maybe that will fix things, but he's been in Tennessee where they have put an emphasis, unlike the Browns, of drafting offensive line talent, bringing in high-level offensive line talent, and it has looked atrocious this year. So I don't know that he's necessarily going to fix it magically when he goes up to Cleveland, if he does.
Well, I don't know if he's going to fix it or not, but I don't even expect this regime to be there after this season. So therefore, there would be no point in that. I will say that our run game and our because this is the thing. The Browns has been down to their third and fourth string tackles. Last time they was down to their third and fourth string tackles when he was coaching, they still was able to at least win games. It wasn't very noticeable that they were down to their third and fourth string tackles. So he's done a really good job at coaching up the offensive line. And then take it a step further, he was the run game coordinator. I mean, the run game.
Yeah. It was different.
Has been non-existent for the past couple of years since he walked away. So to me, we have went from and that's a whole nother thing. Like when you talk about the Browns, you just go down different rabbit holes. But like the whole thing was the Browns was made to be a run team, run play action team. They shied away from that and became this shotgun style team. And, like, that's when they fired that whole offensive staff and got Ken Dorsey and all them people, and they went to a more shotgun and more of a spread type thing. And they have not recovered from that since. That's why you rank 31st or 32nd or wherever the heck you are. And that's why you can't score 20 points and all that jazz.
Last year, the Titans were ranked dead last in offense I think
they weren't. No, I'm about to say the Browns was dead last in offense.
Right,
do that.
No, but they were down there with the Browns. This year to start the season, the Titans were the worst team offensively.
Yeah,
and
the Browns are.
They're now up to 30th because the Ravens have been bad on offense because they don't have Lamar Jackson, and the Browns are the Browns. So, yeah, it's interesting watching the teams that are all kind of similar to the Browns starting to realize maybe we need to get rid of our dumb head coach, but the Browns have not yet decided to do that.
I saw an interesting stat that Schefter tweeted out. The last 4 quarterbacks taken number 1 overall have all seen their head coach fired during their rookie campaign. So that would be Cam Ward, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So what I predict is going to happen is the Browns are going to draft quarterback number 1, and then whatever new coach they hire, they're going to have to fire him and get another new head coach.
You shouldn't do that. If you go get a new quarterback, you need to fire him now.
Right? Yeah.
Man, look at that.
You need to let that actually happen.
Reese, number 4 on Mel Kiper's top 10 big board.
Oh yes, him and Todd McShay they're all over on their podcast. They make verbal love to Arvell.
They've just found out that Arvell Reese is good.
Is 7th.
Wow. That's, you know what, you have 2 guys, and they said it on the broadcast this week, 2 guys on Ohio State's defense that could make a case for Defensive Player of the Year, which is a good problem to have. I like that. We'll come back. Bill Belichick says the train wreck that is his tenure at North Carolina will continue for the foreseeable future, so don't worry about that. You get to watch him a lot. We'll hear about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, folks, we are noticing yet another crash downtown. This time around, it is happening on that 71 southbound direction, just before that really busy 670 intersection. We do expect some lane closures and really a ramp closure associated with this. This is happening once again, 71 southbound as you're heading towards 670. That ramp completely closed this morning. According to our traffic cam, looks like first responders, police officers have that area blocked because of a crash. 71 at 5th Avenue. Do notice that as you're stepping out the door this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Dormar, your pilot hero. For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home. at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a refreshing Mountain Dew. So give me my good days. Give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
5 words no one wants to hear. You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the 10 man.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets had their home opener last night against the New Jersey Devils. Unfortunately, the Jackets lost 3-2. The CBJ will host the Colorado Avalanche this Thursday. Coverage starts at 6:30 here on The Fan. We had a Monday night doubleheader last night. The first game featured the Bills going down to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Atlanta upset Buffalo by a final score of 24-14. And the second matchup consisted of the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Chicago was able to go into D.C. as a 5.5-point underdog and come away with a 25-24 victory. This update was sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy's office at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Tomorrow on the show, 6:45, we will have Jackets tickets for you. If you missed them this morning, we'll have another chance for you to win Jackets ticket on the Lightning Saturday. They have got Colorado coming in Thursday night. I think Cam Atkinson's night for his celebration is Thursday night, where he's going to, retire with the team, be on a one-day contract. So that's really cool. But we'll have tickets to give away for Saturday night when they're doing the big celebration, 25th anniversary of the Jackets. So, yeah, tomorrow morning you can get those 6:45 right here on T-Bone and Tyvis. Plus, today, Rothman and Ice got a nice little guest list here. I guess he's not a guest, but Ryan Day will be doing his weekly press conference, so you can hear that at noon. Then at 1, they're going to have first ever Blue Jacket draft pick, Rusty Klesla, joining them in studio. So check that out. Then at 1:30, some guy named Tyvis Powell is going to hop on, presumably the phone with them.
Never heard of him.
I never heard of him either. I don't know what he's doing.
Wonder what he's talking about.
Yeah, who could possibly know?
He calls them while the Tesla's driving itself.
Oh, that's right.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's right. Driving back from Cleveland. So all that coming up on Rothman and Ice today, starting at noon, right here on The Fan. So Bill Belichick was talking to the media, and I got to say, I love hearing the media in Chapel Hill kind of giving it to Belichick, because it has not gone well to start, right, with his tenure at North Carolina. He was giving an answer in a press conference. By the way, at this press conference, the AD was there. I don't know if the chancellor of North Carolina was there, but like a bunch of higher ups from the school were there in attendance to show hey, we believe in Bill Belichick. He's here. He's not trying to get out of here. We're not trying to fire him. Mm-hmm. We believe in this whole thing. Okay. So they had this press conference, and Bill Belichick tried to kind of spin something, saying, hey, we're building this program. We're building things here. And he kind of started trying to put some lipstick on the pig. And the reporters there were not having it. This is a reporter from WRAL pushing back on Belichick, where he said, yeah, you know what? It's been a little bit of a rough start, but things are going overall well, and we think we're headed in the right direction. Here is the reporter, and then Belichick's response to it.
Bill, last game was 28-3 after the first quarter, people clearing out after halftime. Statistically, UNC has gone from a perennial bowl contender to statistically one of the worst teams in college football right now, and people in this building are upset. Fans are upset. The people that brought you here stuck their necks out to bring you here. I mean, can you acknowledge, you're telling me that you believe this process is working?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a learning curve. We're all in it together, but we're making a lot of progress, and the process will eventually produce the results that we want to produce, like they have everywhere else I've been. So I'm very confident in that. Players are working hard. They're getting better, and we're going to continue to do that and improve.
Okay, so the results will be produced just like everywhere else he's ever been. Everywhere else he's ever been, to my knowledge, was head coach of the Browns, which they were all right. The borderline playoff team many of those years, fine. Then he went to, did he go to the Jets for like a day? Right, yeah. He got hired and then he quit.
Essentially.
Yeah. And then he took the Patriots job. And then he was there with some guy named Tom Brady, where they had a bunch of success. But once Tom Brady left, so did the success. So explain to me where the results are coming from the process that he's had, especially in college where he has no experience coaching like this.
First of all, good on them for standing up to Bill. That's you got the thing about this job is you got to be able to answer the tough questions, and you get tired of coaches just giving you little stuff. It's like where everybody's starting to get with Kevin Stefanski is like, we got to get better. Like, okay,
we need to play better.
Thanks. Yeah, good.
Thank you. Don't remind me.
Please do it. Please start playing better.
But now it's like, because at some point, fans, why should we continue to keep trusting this? What have you done to show that something's going to change? There's going to be a turning point. It doesn't even look like the players are buying in to what you're saying at UNC. So why should they continue to keep you here? And that's the tough part of the job. You got to be able to answer the questions because you need to defend yourself at some point, and he still didn't, but whatever.
Right.
But I'm glad that it's on note, dude, everybody know that this thing ain't working, and your days should be numbered.
Dead man walking.
I don't know if it's that serious yet because, that's the thing. When you have the full support of the school, it's not the vote of confidence, but it's on that road, right? Where you're starting to get down the road of we believe in what Bill Belichick's doing. He has the full confidence of everybody here. Suddenly you're not far away from like all of a sudden now they're talking buyout. That was why Belichick, he came out yesterday and also said, under no circumstances am I leaving. That's all those reports you've seen are wrong. I have no desire to leave here. We're trying to build this thing up. And I honestly don't see it. I don't know how he turns it there because like you point out with these reporters, this is kind of indicative of where he's at in his coaching tenure. In the NFL, you do get reporters who push back on you when you don't win because that's a little bit more of the NFL vibe. He's not in the NFL. He's in college.
Yes.
And in college, you often get these coaches who it's like they're the biggest deal in their state. They make more money than the governor, right? So they get treated like royalty. And when people go to ask those guys questions, it's usually like, sir, I thank you so much for taking my question. First of all, I don't mean to be negative, Nelly, but your offense is 126 out of 126 in first downs and third downs and passing and run. Any thoughts on making a change of coordinator? Like they get so worried about asking any type of mean question. They're not doing that in North Carolina.
You just ask the questions that people want to know.
They asked him like he was an NFL coach. They're treating him like he's an NFL coach. And quite honestly, they're treating him like he's a football coach at a basketball school is also how they're treating him.
That's what it is.
Because that's exactly what it is. So it's a weird dynamic there, but I love it that they're giving him crap and not just, sorry, Mr. Belichick, Mr. Super Bowl winner. Good.
I just
Keep
don't
putting the pressure on him.
I don't see how he makes it past this year.
I don't know why he would want to. You have all this money. Your legacy is getting thrown in the trash every day you go out there and lose by 30 to another ACC school. Like, I don't know what the upside is other than Jordan Hudson maybe wants to live in North Carolina, but you can just buy a house on a lake.
You can still do that.
Yeah, Mooresville's right there. Go do it.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about it.
I don't understand what the whole it's done. It's not working. It's not working. Just why you shouldn't hire your friends and family.
That's what he's done. He hired Mike Lombardi, his son, Mike Lombardi's kid, all these guys that make no sense on their staff.
Honestly, what it is that he thought college was easier. It was going to be easier than what it is, and he's in for a rude awakening. He's like, oh yeah, no, these dudes are serious because. He thought that he was going to just create this 33rd team thing and think that he was going to run it that way when in all actuality, they've been doing that for years. It's been like Ohio State does that. Alabama did that. Oregon does. Everybody already did that. So it's not like you inventing the wheel right now. So I think that he's okay, he's got a lot more respect for college coaching and college athletics than he did before. I tell you that.
Yeah. This situation is not benefiting him at all. Even the ring culture apologists and advocates are even like, is this guy actually the GOAT? Oh, yeah. Because they're seeing what he's doing post Brady and they're like, I know he has all these rings. What is it? 7 if you include his rings with the Giants as the defensive coordinator. And they're like, I don't know if that matters. I don't know if that makes him the GOAT, and this is not helping that at all.
No, it's diminishing his record. It's diminishing. All he needs to do is go be on TV, and he would probably, not that he's the most electric personality, but show that side that no one gets to see, and he would be a success on TV. I think if you want to stay in the game, you can do something like that, make a lot of money, and then just show up for work once or twice, 1 or 2 days a week. That's very different than trying to be this head coach of a college football program where you have to eat, live, breathe it, even more than the NFL. And I don't know why he wants to do that.
I mean, him and Saban are, forever linked. And people didn't think Nick Saban was going to be good on TV, and he's great on TV. I think Bill could do a similar job to Nick Saban.
Yeah, I think he could because he's not running a program.
He was on the CW, wasn't he? He was fine.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
And he was on that Pat McAfee draft special because I looked it up, and he was entertaining.
Yes.
I was entertained by him and Pat together.
Especially if he would give his unfiltered opinions. But go do that. So why do you want to do this? Why do you want to recruit players to North Carolina and have to deal with all that stuff?
His girlfriend is getting her doctorate.
She's getting something. You got to support it. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin lined it up and took a nice clean shot at the Browns front office. You will hear what he said next. D-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning. Well, folks, we are still noticing some major closures after a big crash on 71 in that southbound direction at 670. Now, associated with this is going to be a couple of ramp closures, including that 71 southbound ramp to 670 westbound. As for the detour, take 71 southbound, hopping over to 70 westbound instead. Go up 315 north, and that will get you back where you want to go on 670 in that westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Drive into fall with a fresh start from CME Federal Credit Union. Let CME try and beat your current auto loan rate by 1.5% APR and enjoy no payments for 60 days. Take your current ride into the season stress-free. Terms apply. APR as low as 4.99%. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Football season's heating up, and so are the deals at Germain Toyota. Right now, drive home a rugged 2025 Toyota Tacoma with 2.99% APR for up to 48 months, or go big with the all-new 2026 Toyota Tundra, also 2.99 APR for up to 72 months. Built tough, built smart, built for whatever your game day brings. Find your next Toyota at Germain Toyota at the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road, or start your next adventure online at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota of Columbus. See dealer for details.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Fox tonight. It's a night of unforgettable drama. First, a new mystery unravels on murder in a small town.
Let's find him. Suspects on foot. Send all units.
Then, a new episode of TV's most addictive medical drama, Doc.
You're reviewing my cases? I will know everything that goes on in my hospital. I'm not going anywhere.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
Holiday gifting is a good deal better when you shop early holiday deals at Meijer. Save $40 on a Keurig K-Slim single-serve brewer. Save 25% on Room and Retreat Collection Cold Weather Throws. Get 30% off select Hasbro board games. And get 50% off select Hatchimals Alive toys. Bring more happy to the holiday season with early holiday deals at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, expect skies to be partly cloudy with wake-up temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. Yet again, plenty of sunshine this afternoon and highs getting into the mid-70s. Then we get mostly cleared tonight with our lows in the upper 40s to low 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Oh, hi, fellow hockey fan. Did you know that it's Blue Jackets week? Of course you did. Proud to be your home for the Jackets, The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Man, if you are feeling tired, sluggish, not like yourself, it could be part of the aging process. That's what a lot of people think, but could be low testosterone. Low T is not anything you want to mess around with, especially if you want to get that energy back that you used to have. That's why I need to talk to my friends at the Columbus Men's Clinic. No guesswork, no gimmicks. They have personalized treatment plans that will work for you, your body, your budget. That's why I like going there, because I can talk to someone when I need to find out if my treatment's working, if I need some help with what I'm trying to do. Reaching my goals is a lot easier when you have that medical professional to talk to versus just going online and ordering something off a website and hoping that it'll work. Plus, they don't just do testosterone at Columbus Men's Clinic. Erectile dysfunction, they can help with that. They can help with weight loss, semaglutide. I'm doing the semaglutide injections right now. You could get all of that and more. Just find out what you need when you go talk to the medical professional at Columbus Men's Clinic. Your consultation is just $99. Plus, they will find that plan, like I said, that works with your budget. So the blood work, the consultation, $99, and you can get started within 30 seconds when you go to columbusmensclinic.com. So don't wait. Do it right now. It takes less than a minute. columbusmensclinic.com to get your appointment set up. Or you can call them today, 614-300-7400. That number again, 614-300-7400 to talk to Columbus Men's Clinic. Do it today. I saw that James Franklin Tyvis, he is now without a job, but he is getting a buyout of $50 million.
You feel bad for him?
No.
Okay.
No. Here's what I found out, though. The language of his contract, so it's technically like 48-point-something million that he's getting.
Okay, so not 50.
Close enough. You know what? If someone said, I'm giving you $50 million, they gave me 48, I'm not going to turn my nose up at it.
Oh, you
like,
crazy. I am. Somebody give me 48-point-something, I want the rest.
No, I'm good. That's fine. I'll just pretend like I don't know why you're giving it to me in the first place, but I'll take it. Anyway, so he gets that in $8 million a year payments. Okay, but his contract has offset language that says if he gets another job, Penn State doesn't have to pay him the $8 million. They pay him. Let's say he goes to another job and gets paid $3 million.
This year,
next year, any of these years coming up, he gets $8 million every year till 2031.
Okay.
So if in 2026,
but if he works, it goes down.
Well, they'll pay the difference between $8 million and what he's getting. So if he gets $3 million a year to coach at some other school, they'll have to pay him $5 million, but not $8 million. You see what I'm saying? So every year it will continue like that.
Oh, I'm sitting home.
Well, here's the thing. There's a stipulation in his contract that says he can't sit at home. He has to go actively look for a job. I remember Thad Matta had to do this. And so every year you would have Thad Matta, after he left Ohio State, to keep getting his payments. He would go interview for some random job that he wasn't going to take.
Yeah.
And then he would be like, oh, I didn't get the job. Anyway, pay me my money.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
they would.
That's exactly what I would do. I would go to like Ohio State or something like that. So I'm here to be the head coach.
Oh, James Franklin?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go that route. I would go to NASA and be like, I'm here to be an astronaut. Oh, too old? Well, hey, I tried. Sorry.
Oh, it don't have to be college football.
I don't know what
related.
it has to be. I would go try to get a job at wherever. I would say, all right, yeah, I'm working at Lowe's for $8.50 an hour. Still pay me my millions of dollars, please. Thank you. I got two 8-hour shifts a week. So there you go. I'm part-time. Now pay me my money. There you go. I got a job. Yeah, I would be as petty as I could about that contract.
Yeah, the legal lingo is duty to mitigate.
Yes. You have to try to find a way to get other employment. So I would be taking the lowest paying job possible to make them pay me my money.
What I would do is I would take a job at, I don't know, name crappy Big Ten school, Purdue.
Sure.
And be like, I will do this job for $1. Penn State's still paying me.
Penn State's still paying me now. Now to make Purdue good.
Yeah. I'm trying to do something that I work for 1 hour.
And then you go and you try to beat Penn State if your dreams.
That'd be hilarious. All right. So Mike Tomlin was doing a press conference yesterday, and am I wrong that the Steelers play the Bengals this week?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Okay, that's what I thought. Right. So I think the Bengals are wearing like the white helmets and all that stuff. Yes.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because we had this quote from Jamar Chase wasn't he talking about the Steelers yesterday? I think what he said.
Well, this next game is always the most important game just because it's a divisional game also. But just the rankings that we got going on, the standings where we at right now. We know the Steelers going to try to come in and raw dog us and kill us, but we're going to be ready for that challenge, and we're going to be waiting for it.
I don't.
What is he talking about right now?
Having
sex?
I don't know about that. That's no.
What he talking about?
I don't know.
I would have hit him with the Westbrook. What? What are you talking about, bro?
I think he thinks that's what the phrase is. Like, people will say, like, ragdoll.
Oh, ragdoll.
Yes.
Yeah, they throw you around.
Right.
Yeah.
But he went with raw dog.
You know where his head is.
And it came off his tongue so naturally. Like, I think that raw dogging is just in his normal lexicon. That's just something that he says on the daily.
This is the time to say, please use protection out there.
Thank you. There we go. Be responsible. Exactly right.
Please.
Yes.
Because Little Wayne says something about safe sex.
Careful.
Okay.
We're latex.
This is going to completely take this break off the rails.
Good. Let's do it. Go right ahead.
So I got a complaint. I have a daughter.
What?
For the people that don't
what is he talking about?
I don't want to know. I'm not here for your Yelp reviews that you're getting on your whatever's going on. I don't need that.
So the mother of my child told me yesterday,
okay,
that I've been accused of calling my daughter a mistake.
Oh. No.
And what the context was is that I'm an idiot. And I, a couple of weeks ago, explained to my 6-year-old daughter that me and her mother did not have her on purpose.
Okay. Wasn't planned.
I don't know why I thought that was a good idea to tell my 6-year-old that, hey, you are not a planned child. So she went and told her mom that I called her a mistake. And I had to explain to my child how she's not a mistake because I am a moron.
Yeah.
And thought that she would understand, like, hey, you weren't intentionally planned or anything, and thought that she would take that in a positive light somehow. I'm just stupid.
See, that's
mainly.
Now,
yes.
What I would say though in your defense is like,
it wasn't planned.
Technically, I mean, we have 3 kids. None of them were we like, okay, we're going for it. It was more like, if it happens, we're okay with that. Like, we were in a stage of life where we were anticipating we may have a child. That's okay.
Correct.
But we weren't like actively going out and saying, this is the child number 1. Let's try to, like, we didn't plan it to that level. So I think that's like a reasonable thing that a lot of parents
that
have
is
had some
reasonable.
version of that.
But what you didn't do was go and tell them that was the case. Hey, you're unplanned, by the way.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm stupid, Tyvis.
How did that even come up in conversation?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, but I know that we had that conversation, and I thought she took it well at the time, but then she went and told her mom that I
kids are like that though.
We're in trouble.
Sometimes the kids will like ask questions and you have to.
Right, she probably asked me something. I wasn't like out of nowhere, hey, by the way, I had no intentions of having you and neither did your mother.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. She asked me something.
I think you have to, number 1, definitely throw the blame on the kid there. I like what you're doing. This is good. Put it right back on her. That's good. Also, what I would say is, right, kids have the way of cornering you into where you think, oh, they want the truth. They're ready for some version of the truth. And then you start to peel back the layers a little bit and you give them. I did that with my oldest over the weekend. Like, we were talking about some life stuff, and I got a little in too deep on that where I was like, yeah, anyway, life's kind of pointless. And she's like, hang on a second. What do you mean it's pointless? I'm like, well, it's not. I just mean it's a big Earth. We're in a galaxy full of millions of stars. We don't even know if there's other planets out there. We have no idea. We're in an infinite time. We are like a blink of an eye. Our entire life is like nothing. It's like a piece of dust on the cosmic scale. But no, your history test Monday is very important, and we should not look at it as any other such thing. So, yes, I can relate to getting roped into that.
You two talk too much.
I know. Well, just wait.
Talk way
just wait
too
till your
much.
kids get a little older, buddy. You'll be there. All right. So, Mike Tomlin, speaking of talking, he had this to say about Andrew Berry in the Browns front office, I think. maybe.
You know, to be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
I
mean, he's not wrong.
He's obviously talking about the Bengals getting Joe Flacco. They're playing this weekend. They're this Thursday. That's why he's talking about that.
It's just so funny how everybody's beef with Kevin and AB is they always say it's because they think they the smartest people in the room, and to hear him say he must be smarter than that.
I loved it, man. And I hate the Steelers. I am not a fan of any of that organization, but Browns deserve this. They deserve it.
I just don't see how they make it. I really don't. If they make it past this season, I
don't know how they made it last year.
It's going to be hard trying to sell next year to these people. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I think you're a couple losses away from it just being too much noise where they have to. And now that you've already had a coach
next
fired.
Two games is Miami and
speaking of a guy getting fired, right?
They lose to Miami at home, and if it's like Miami win by like 10 plus, I don't know.
I don't know what the spread of that game is. I haven't looked yet, but Miami's a lot better than Cleveland.
I know that.
A lot better.
I know typically the Browns don't fire people during the season, but
I think that's out the window now because you look around the NFL, you already got a coach fired and it's week 6.
Well, Mike McDaniel next.
And and that's who you're playing. If he beats you, then at that point, you have to start wondering. There's questions. By the way, Cleveland, 2.5-point favorite. Jump all over the points on that.
That's gross.
Yeah, it is. All right. 2 minutes away, we will talk to 12 Gauge himself. Cardale Jones, him too. Cardale Jones joins us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still looking pretty busy on the roads this morning, especially if you're taking 71 southbound heading into the city. We are noticing a major crash involving a semi and a couple of cars. It's happening at that 71 southbound direction right at 670. Do expect some major closures, really a couple of ramp closures associated with this. One of them being that 71 southbound ramp to 670 in that eastbound direction. As for the detour, take 71 southbound to Broad Street, hop off there, go on to 62 northbound eventually, going to 5th Avenue, and that will get you back where you want to go on 670 in that eastbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales. Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter, HVAC technicians.
Get Eco. ECO. Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone everywhere is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwalk them.
Get Eco.
ECO.
If you need someone to unwalk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwalk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter, HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
For now, taking time bomb, Tyvis, you never know. That appendix should go any moment.
Don't wish that upon me.
I'm not wishing it. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Now joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, national champion, former teammate of Tyvis Powell's, and a guy who occasionally lends his car to Tyvis Powell. He is Cardale Jones. Cardale, how you doing this morning?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me, guys.
So before we get into talking some Buckeye football, I did see the Columbus Aviators have named you the team ambassador. UFL coming this spring. Excited to be a part of that organization?
I'm extremely excited, not just being a part of the organization and the team that's going to be brought here to Columbus, but the league overall, and to continue to provide opportunities for guys who, may not get that shot at that 53-man roster in the NFL.
My question is, why you? Why you and not me?
I was going to say, it sounds very jealous, Tyvis.
Sounds like a hater. That's what it sounds like. No, I honestly, Tyvis, I thought the same thing when you think about so many great Buckeyes here that reside in Columbus from yourself, former Buckeyes from yourself. You got guys like Maurice Corrett, Braxton Miller, Josh Perry's back in town, and the list goes on. But I really think it boiled down to my experience with the lead. The UFL and the XFL have merged in the last couple of years. I think it was right after COVID, to make it one lead and to make it as competitive as possible for that spring lead and grab as many eyes as possible for one brand of football versus, both of them was in the spring league when I was playing. And then on the flip side as well, it always helps when you got some experience with the presidents and the higher-ups in the league. Russ Brandon and Doug Whaley was the GM and the president of the Buffalo Bills, and they drafted him back in 2016.
So are you going to, play as well, or are you just strictly going to just stay on the front office, or are you getting back out there and the 12 gauge is back? Because if you go back out there, I will lose 40 pounds and go out there and put the 23 back on my back.
Unfortunately, my playing days is long behind me. Can I still swing it? Yes, but look, the thought of taking a hit does not sit well with me right now. I made some jokes, when we had our press conference about a week ago at Historic Crew Stadium, is that I referenced the movie Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell when he was the team owner, the general manager, and one of the players. I said that was going to be me. But no, I'm okay with just supporting, helping building out the staff, and then you could clearly continue to provide opportunities for local talent and really, just guys who continue to want that push for the NFL.
Cardale Jones joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Let's talk a little Buckeye football. Speaking of slinging it, Julian Sayin has been doing all right in that department. The game against Illinois, didn't necessarily look on paper like his best effort, but the development you're seeing from him game to game, being such a young player, where do you think he's improving the most so far this season?
I think the biggest improvement was what's happening with him that we were seeing right before our eyes is he's taking care of the football. That is always the biggest thing with young quarterbacks because, sometimes they go out there and they want to, test the waters a little bit, or they want to go out there and do more than what they really have to do. And you've seen that around the country with other young quarterbacks who have, higher turnover rate than you would like to see from the quarterback position. And I think they just bring him along just perfectly. Some people probably have a problem with, the offense not looking as aggressive sometimes. But I think you don't have to be that aggressive when you have the number one defense in the country and skilled players who can take a 5-yard hitch or a bubble past the distance. And, so with that being said, just continue to bite off a little bit more and more of the offense and the game planning and the schematically for Julian and some of those other young players in that offense. I think right when we start to see these guys peak is going to be the right time where I feel like Ryan Day and Brian Hartline is going to just really unleash those guys to really go out there and play with a lot of freedom.
One of the major concerns with the Buckeye Nation right now is the struggles in the red zone. How difficult is it to score in the red zone, and what are some things that they can do to help improve their chances of scoring in the red zone, since you being a big red zone threat guy?
I think you gotta go to. I gotta refer to my local defensive guy on this call with us today, and yourself, Tyvis. You know how great you guys were when we played in the red zone. How great this defense is now. As they get down the red zone, you gain that +1 as a defender. Definitely in the back, with your out of bounds and some of the plays, that playbook shrink tremendously when you talk about the red zone. Because teams are now just really trying to not give up 6 and really settle for the 3. So they're planning to keep everything in front of these guys, which is a great concept in theory. But I think when you talk about capitalizing in the red zone, it's really a lot of one-on-one plays that happens down there. You saw the fade to Jeremiah Smith. I think that was just something that's lining up into a formation, knowing that you're going to get one-on-one and say, hey, my guy got to go out there and beat this guy. And then you look at other scenarios and situations where, that one-on-one battle wasn't won with a Buckeye and a defender. So those are the moments where you really got to lock in and home in on the play calling and designing things to get the ball to the playmakers.
Switching around to the bigger picture in college football, James Franklin got fired at Penn State this week. And on the one hand, certainly you can understand has trouble winning the big games. Now they've lost a couple that made no sense this past couple weeks. But, the other part of that is this is a guy who less than 3 weeks ago was top 5 team, people still looking at that team as a possible national championship contender. The wheels fell off in less than 20 days. And now he's going to get $48 million to go away. Does that surprise you, the level of money that apparently universities have to throw at a coach to make him go away, when all we hear about is how college athletics, it costs so much, NIL is so expensive? Does it surprise you to see a university give $48 million to a coach to go away?
Well, yes and no. I think, when you look at the James Franklin situation and a lot of things people don't know about the coach's contract. So a lot of that money, it's not coming from the school, it's coming from the boosters, right? So whoever the big money Penn State booster is, probably got together with 3 or 4 of the other ones and say, I'd like to bullet on this. We got to find a new guy. I don't think you can blame him. I made some comments and some jokes on social media about, getting a job like that and completely butchering it, and so they can fire you to do nothing and still pay you the same. But I think on the outside looking in, at the end of the day, his job is to go out there and develop young men and a lot of other things, but ultimately it's to win games. And unfortunately, when you hear his players have an unbelievable amount of support for him on social media, former and current, he did a great job of building relationships, developing guys, but ultimately that one key factor on what distinguished a good coach from a bad coach, he just seemed to not get over that hump. James Franklin had more than enough time to make Penn State, a relevancy as far as national championship contenders every year outside of just their names, right? And it didn't happen. But you can't downplay his impact that he's had on his players in that program on everything outside of winning.
Last thing I have for you, how much does it cost you to vacuum out your car every time Tyvis borrows it and gets his Chipotle burrito rice all over the place?
He ain't never found no rice in there.
Jeez, man, I'm telling you, man, every time he returned the car, I'm calling him, hey, Tyvis, man, that big hole in your mouth, that big hole in your face, that's where the food goes.
He cap. That's cap.
And, always got this weird smell when he returns it and stuff. I don't know what's going on.
I can't believe you lying to the people like this. Like you ain't never found nothing in that car.
No, Tyvis, he take care of he's a very neat person, and that's why we was roommates for our whole time at Ohio State.
Well, at some point, next time we talk, we'll have to talk about the meals you guys cooked together, because Tyvis said you guys were expert cooks, and you guys made some really great gourmet dishes.
It was one meal. It was 1 or 2 meals that was a staple in our college dorm or apartment. It was pizza rolls and taco salad.
There we go. That's perfect. That's a diet I live on. There you go, Cardale. We appreciate the time. We'll talk again soon, all right?
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good one.
There you go. Cardale Jones on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We will hit the buzzer next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Still noticing a lot of foggy conditions out there, and it could be associated with some crashes we're noticing. Over in Plain City, do expect some lane closures on 33 westbound just past 161 because of a crash out there. Also noticing a crash over just north of Westerville, way out there. Expect some lane closures on 71, that southbound direction just past that Delaware County rest area, 626. Also because of an incident this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan traffic sponsored by Hydrate Me Med Spa. Next level wellness, 5-star IV and aesthetic treatments. Look great, feel great. 4 locations in Central Ohio. Book your drip at hydratememedspa.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserved by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and Penn Cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Guys, can you feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you, you? It could be low testosterone. Take action now. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Treatment is covered by most major insurance with affordable self-pay options. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
This time of year, it's all or nothing, and Toyota's got all you need during Toyota Truck Month. Now through November 3rd, get 2.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped 25 Tacoma SR5 for $269 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit BlueJackets.com. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. After years of playing college and NFL football and always searching for that edge to keep my body right, to make sure I was always in peak physical condition, I was getting beat up. I was getting older, and I needed something to help me out. And that's something, well, I didn't want it to be surgery. And so I went to see my friends at QC Kinetics. I brought my dad with me. I needed my knee helped, so did he. And they did a great job. They helped use our own body's biologics to heal us. So we went there, we talked to Dr. Ray Tesner. He's the founder of Grant Sports Medicine. So you know that he knows what he's talking about. And you don't have to have surgery. There's no knife. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast and it's all natural. So whether it's back, knees, hips, shoulders, they've got you covered. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation with Dr. Ray Tesner and his team. Look beyond that same old remedy that you've been looking for. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544 or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus today.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU Football Insiders. You know it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining us now, Eric Reeser, 1/3 of the Bishop and Friends Triumvirate.
Gentlemen,
Eric Reeser, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm well. Good morning.
Did you enjoy seeing Mike Tomlin take a shot at Kevin Stefanski, or well, not at Kevin Stefanski,
At
rather,
Andrew Berry?
At Andrew Berry, yes.
Well, he didn't really say anything groundbreaking. I didn't think those comments were too inflammatory. Andrew Berry does feel that he's smarter than everybody. Just ask Andrew Berry.
Yeah.
I do think for Mike Tomlin, it's a situation he just doesn't understand, because in no way, shape, or form would he in the season make a move that would maybe, possibly, potentially cost his team a win. He's never built for the future. He's always built for the, what am I going to do this season to get me as many wins as possible? Why would I ever help out a division opponent? It's just not a train of thought he's ever had.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really concern him, so I don't care.
In a weird way, it's like asking Jeff Bezos, where do you keep your coupons? He's like, I don't. What are you talking about?
What's a coupon?
I don't need that. I don't do that. The Steelers are not an organization that's ever been in the poverty mindset where they're like, I gotta save a little bit here so future years we could be good. Steelers are like, we need to win right now.
Y'all don't think Jeff Bezos use coupons?
No.
Why? A lot of rich people do that.
I would be shocked if Bezos didn't even carry money on him.
Cash?
My face is my payment. No. Cash, credit card, anything.
He is walking credit.
If you see Jeff Bezos,
where would I see Jeff Bezos?
Just say it. Let's say you was out, and he
out
wanted
at Fancyburg Park.
Let's say you was selling T-shirts, and he wanted to buy one, but he said he didn't have his credit cards on him.
You know what?
I'd give him one.
That's the weird thing, Tyvis. That's the weird thing is like, when you're rich, suddenly things like that open up for
Mr.
you.
Mr. Bezos, here's a shirt. I just need one social post.
Yeah, I want to get a picture. Yes, 100%. That's the stuff
That's all I need.
But also, it's like, where you send it to Amazon. Charge it to winning, right? I've heard that phrase. So I'm just saying, you could easily find a way to get him to pay for it, but you don't have to take the credit card payment right there. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's good for it. Easily.
And I also know with Mike, back to the Mike Tomlin comments, I do think there's a little bit of him seeing, because Tomlin's season hears everything. So I know they all have rabbit ears, all of these coaches. And I think Tomlin looks at the criticism to Stefanski and he thinks that's not entirely fair. What he saw on the field was a rookie quarterback that wasn't put in the best position to win, and a lot of his skill players fail him. Yes, Dylan Gabriel ran the wrong way on a play action. Yes, he, sailed a couple of balls. He threw some hospital balls. A lot of really bad drops by his receivers. And I just think the scheme for him did not put him in the best chance to win. So I think Tomlin looks at that and says, all right, this isn't all on Stefanski.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a little bit of the coaching fraternity stuff where he's like, the coach is getting some flack here, and we need to consider it's the entire operation. But
which it is.
How do they make it past this year? Because I don't see it.
I think Stefanski and Berry, the longer this goes, the more I think they were given assurances. And that's why the Joe Flacco thing happened.
It has to be something like that, because the way the energy that exudes from Berea is, oh, yeah, we're here for the long haul. We don't have to worry about this year. It's not about this year. It's about the future, like you said. And I don't know how that's possible.
Are you panicked for the Blue Jackets?
No.
Good. These
we're not panicked.
I'm concerned because you've got a lot of the same ugly issues cropping up 3 games in. They've got one power play goal with 9 chances.
Yes.
And I think I'd said on this very program, T-Bone and Tyvis, weekdays 6 to 9.
Thank you.
That you have to win games. No longer can you say, well, they battled for 60 minutes. No longer can you say, well, hey, the opportunities were there. We just didn't capitalize on them. We'll get back to the drawing board and we'll get better. They can't do the Kevin Stefanski thing anymore because I need results if I'm a Blue Jackets fan.
With you saying that, what did they do this offseason that made you feel like they got better?
Well, that's a very good question.
These are the questions and these are the problems.
So my thing
Tyvis,
is,
why are you being so negative?
How
dare you?
I'm not interested
it's
in
fair
what
because
you did
how can
anymore.
How can you have those expectations if they haven't done anything to make you raise your expectations?
Because this is largely the same team as last season.
You know what they did?
2 points out of a playoff
They're a year older. That's their thinking. They're a year older.
The talent is about
if
the
you're
same.
not doing anything to make the team better from a free agent position, you're saying to me you have enough faith in the young guys to take the next step. If they take the next step, then you should be winning games like last night.
Yeah,
if that is in fact what I'm being told.
It was a tough sell last night.
So what you're saying is they haven't taken the next step.
Well, it's only 3 games.
Okay, right. I'm glad. You be quiet.
Tyvis, 2 things
You be quiet. You don't say nothing.
True, right? Both things can be true. They're 1 for 9 on the power play through 3 games. They've allowed, 7 power play goals and 16 penalty kill chances. A lot of those issues were what kept them out of the postseason last year. It's concerning. It's only 3 games. I'm not panicked. Both of those things are true.
So you don't fret.
Fret not, friends. They've got the Colorado Avalanche Thursday, and you're able to flush that quickly.
Yeah, that's right. Let's hope that they can. Thursday night, like you said, they've got the Avs, and then Saturday night, big celebration as well with Tampa Bay. We will have a chance for you to win tickets to the Tampa game tomorrow at 6:45. What is coming up on Bishop and Friends?
So Dom Tiberi will join us for his normal Tuesday hit at 10:30. We'll do the Real Truth at 10 o'clock. Who's good in the NFL? That's a good question, right? John Breach of CBS Sports will join us at 11:30. We will blitz the NFL coming up at 11. And Matt Rule says he isn't interested in the Penn State job. Do you believe him? 9 to noon.
Yeah, there you go. All will be found. 3 hours coming up next with Bishop and Friends.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
All right, so over the weekend, we didn't get to talk about this college football game. Bowling Green, BGSU, in the Battle of I-75, they took on the Toledo Rockets. They got down 21-0, Tyvis. They came back and won.
Yeah.
Scored, I think, 24 unanswered. Anyway, great victory. They ended up winning 28-23. And here's what I want to point out to you. In this game, Gideon Lamprin ended up playing so well, he got the co-defensive player of the week in the MAC. First ever award for him. Good award for a BGSU player.
Is he a
Eddie
running back or...
Oh, he's a defensive player. Sorry, if I didn't say that, it's co-defensive player of the week.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
That's okay. First career MAC weekly award for Gideon Lamprin. Now, I bring him up in part because Eddie George has got him fired up there at Bowling Green. Good for them. I also bring him up because I remembered his name. You know what Gideon Lamprin's middle name is? Espin. ESPN. Because Gideon Lamprin was the guy
that his parent, the dad told the mom he wanted to name him ESPN. She said no. They got to the day that he was delivered. The mom was doing something.
She was having the baby, and then she afterwards fell asleep to recover.
They asked the father, and he said ESPN.
So, Mr. ESPN Lamprin is your co-MAC defensive player of the week. Let him live. Yeah, good for him. All right. What's your guy up there at which directional Michigan school?
Central?
Yeah.
What about him?
Not Central.
Oh, no, Eastern. Noah Kanega.
He's no Noah Kanega.
Got to get that
good.
merch.
You can have that merch if you want. I will not participate. Bishop and Friends are next. We'll see you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, folks, unfortunately, things are not looking any better when it comes to that downtown commute. We are still noticing a big crash on 71, that southbound direction, right at 670. And we do have some ramps closed because of it. The first happening on that 71 southbound ramp to 670 eastbound, as well as 71 southbound, that ramp to 670 in that westbound direction. According to dispatchers, looks like a semi and a couple of cars are involved. 2 people taken to the hospital, 1 person in serious condition too. So want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy on the road, especially all the fog we're noticing out there this Tuesday morning.